Wisest speaking. I'm giving you all a chance to get in here. This is gonna be a juicy one. So allow me. Peace and wisdom, arithmetic. Let me know if I'm loud enough. Oh, thank you, brother. Get everything right. It's perfect. Salam, shalom. My name's Wise Solace. Peace and wisdom. Hopefully everyone's well. Today I want to do this deep video explaining the Mayan calendar. Peace and wisdom, K Flame, and everyone else. I thirst. Now I'm quenched. My name is Big Usia. My name is Big Usia. I have to just make sure I have to get it perfect, The swag, the splendor. It have to be perfect. See, you have to sound, it's a deep thing. Salam, shalom. My name is Wise Solace, the wisest man alive. And today I want to explain to you guys the Mayan calendar. I deciphered it, me. And I want to explain the end of days. Both these things being very important, dire to your existence. It's a deep thing now. Subscribe to the channel. Click the thumb, of course. Visit the website when you get a chance. upscaleknowledge.org. Check out the Deep Lecture magazines. They are extraordinary. And also check out the pricing plans. And if you want to give back for the deep top level scholarship, of course I believe in balance. And this is the laws of nature. You can go on and click the title of the video. All of my links are there. Salam, shalom. Peace and wisdom, Darrell Watson. Now, time travel. In order for one to understand time travel, one has to understand the Mayan clock or the Mayan calendar. You can use the thumbnail as an image of the calendar I'm speaking of in regards to the ancient Mayans. And one has to understand that calendar to truly grasp time travel. And so I want to explain that calendar. The times of it. Now when you're dealing with time, there's only the present. The future and the past is dependent on the present. In that, if you go to the past, it's the present. Future, the present. The future and the past are both dependent on the present, meaning they both stem from present thought. The thought alone traveling into the future, present thing. The thought of traveling into the past, present thing. All things are dependent on the present. Now, when dealing with time travel, most people can't grasp these things. And so I'm not saying the future and the past is not a reality. I'm just saying they're dependent on the present. And all you truly have is the present. Now, before I go, more in depth in explaining the Mayan calendar, I want to explain a deep thing to you guys. Those of y'all that's true in regards to, your evolving as an intellectual. Pardon my splendor. There's nothing I can do. That's like, I'm a sex symbol, so like I said, this is gonna be a juicy. this is gonna be a juicy one. Don't you touch that. Salam. Now, back to the splendor. I want to give you guys a quick jewel before we get into the deep lesson. Time travel, the end of days, Mayan calendar, things of that nature. Before I give you guys those jewels, I want to explain something very important. My title is the wisest man alive. Now let's say you're someone, you have this kind of thought. You say, he ain't supposed to say he the wisest. He have to wait till the public or the people say he is. You have too much ego. If you say you're the wisest, the public have to. If you have that mindset, I want to give you a deep lesson. In that, maybe you'll see I'm wiser than you are. Be quiet and learn. Don't let your mind wander into lower frequencies. But, so you want it to be there. Now, in regards to me waiting for the public to deem me as the wisest man alive, before I blurted out, well, the public already said I was the wisest person alive. Maybe you just came late. In fact, the public said I was God. Now, everybody, of course, didn't. But more than enough people did. Where you guys got extremely upset. Now, I didn't go with the God thing. That's extreme. I'm a humble servant. But I did agree with the wisest man alive thing. So, if that's your mind, you're supposed to wait for the public. Well, you're just late. The public already deemed me as the wisest. Y'all friend Eligio that's in jail, he was the main one talking about Solace is the one. So I don't want you to get lost, Sonetta, these people all had me. The public said that. I wasn't even certain if I wanted to talk to y'all yet. Now, no one stepped up after y'all deemed me the wisest. They just bickered on crying, creating narratives. So when I say I'm the wisest man alive, it's because of that. Not because I woke up one day and said, I think I'm going to be the wisest. It's already a proven fact that y'all all already know. Even if you just now come in a week ago. You've seen enough where you know he's extremely wise. The point, the title, and whatever y'all saying, it don't make no sense. Y'all say I have ego to change the narrative of I'm the wisest man alive. And that's because y'all can't measure up in the wisdom. See, we all grown here. And I play on y'all own embarrassment. Meaning y'all overlook I already made the point on the ego thing. It's y'all envy. Don't got nothing to do with me having ego. Yeah, that part. How you forget the point was made to you already. But y'all keep carrying on looking stupid. That part. Ego isn't one saying, you stupid? Y'all really stupid, huh? I'm just asking now. That's ego, right? This is ego? All that stupid shit. That part. Y'all are like fucking retarded. Y'all ate? I'm asking now, because I'm concerned. You think ego is a matter of stupid, dumb shit like that? Somebody rubbing your own stupidity in your face, because you're fucking grown. You don't measure up to something, you just don't measure up. You find yourself. You don't sit around crying, talking about ego. There's no place in realms of wisdom for that. A lot of y'all need to get that through your head. But if you find yourself where you someone where you actually thought you had a point, I just got ego because he did, I would have to put a fucking bag over my head. Me laughing, having a good time when I'm doing a video, I would have to come here moping and miserable. That part. What y'all are calling ego is completely stupid. I'm waiting for it to snap into y'all own heads. I'm waiting for y'all to mature enough on your own to just come to terms with the realities of things. You get my point? If I say I'm the wisest man alive, and you know no other person wiser than me, why is you carrying on? Is some of you, are you the up and running for the wisest? Then why is you carrying on? Again, are y'all stupid? Or we gonna carry on with this stupidity? Now some of y'all are young. This is why I say I don't deal with the young. And we're in a different place mentally. Y'all come up on different morals and values. But the point I'm making is anything y'all are complaining about, whether you say you have to wait for others to say you're the wisest, that already happened. They said more than that. They said I was God. So if that's your argument, you've been corrected now. Adjust your foolish brain and grow up. Peace and wisdom, sweet pea. I know the bulk of y'all appreciate the wisdom. Maybe you haven't gotten to the place of, practicing balancing on and giving back and things, but for the most part, I know most of y'all appreciate the Jews. But then you have the small few dummies. These are those who learn envy. They learn petty. They seek wisdom, but they seek it from those who are full of envy. So then they leave with what the person teach. You get my point? If a person has wisdom, you're going to receive that from them. If a person have envy, you're going to receive that from them. A lot of y'all are learning from envious people. And so you're adopting or taking in that envy. And that's what you're learning. And that's how you're carrying it. So like I said, if a person's wise, you're going to take that in. A lot of y'all dumb yourselves out, overlooking truths. This is what makes one dumb. When they constantly overlook truths so they can get their way. Their way being a lesser thing. that won't serve them or whoever they speaking about. Some of y'all say Silas got ego. If I change everything that you call an ego, the things you call an ego have no true merit in reality. What we gonna say for God's sakes? He got ego because he pulled on his collar and said, my name is Big Usia. That's what we going. That's the argument. He said he was the wisest. We filed. And ego got to do with deep matters, humanitarian matters, not simple-minded childish things where you're crying because you're like, I'm mad because this person says they're great and I don't like it. That has nothing to do with wisdom. That has nothing to do with you seeking wisdom. I'm not concerned with my you say your message will go a lot further. I'm not concerned with my message going any further. Y'all have to learn these things, not me. I don't have to reach down in the, get it? Meaning you have to adjust your perspective. You came here, I don't need to do nothing. I need to be me. You need to check your ego and fully grasp you in control of your own bum ass self. Not me or the next one. Some of y'all young. You not in no age bracket or place to tell me to be humble. You sound fully stupid and like one who hasn't been taught any manners, no etiquette. Meaning most of y'all embarrass your own goddamn elders. I don't know why they ain't explained this to you. Humility and ego got to do with authority. You can't tell me or no other grown-up to be humble. You look crazy. But y'all hear whatever y'all hear people saying to others. Y'all mimic. Y'all have no clue of why. That part. Now, if you feel like, oh, he's conceited. So what? If conceit is sitting in a chair, that part. If what I do is categorized as conceit to you, you're fucking kid. You need to grow up and come back then. And that's the real true matter of the thing. Meaning you're a child. Or you got a childish mind if you think those dumb things is truly what conceited. If I was conceited, I wouldn't be talking to you niggas. Y'all the brightest motherfuckers in life. You don't think I could be talking to wiser people than y'all? Again, once the point is made to you, an error in your ways, and you want to overlook those truths, then you're going to scramble up your own mind. And so some of y'all are so dumbed down and watered down in your brain. Those of y'all that's not, when you see me playing, there he goes. You know, like he just fucking with the fucking losers. Even the dumb fucking loser got a brain to know he rubbing this shit in. Because I overstepped my balance and said he had ego when I was supposed to be coming for wisdom. In that I showed my hand that I wanted to challenge him and I couldn't. Now I'm envious. Meaning y'all showed y'all hand, y'all ain't students seeking wisdom. Y'all goofy motherfuckers, you get it? Seeking the challenge and then get envious when you can't. That part. Ain't nobody that stupid in life. You see all that shit I be doing? Big egos. My name is Big Lucia. I don't think anybody is that stupid in life where they don't have a brain to know he's doing that on purpose. And so again, y'all water y'all own brain down in its stupidity. In the mashed fucking potatoes. That part. I don't have ego. Y'all are jealous. In that, all I know I got to do is go like this. This how fucking dumb y'all let yourself get. To that. That's the real truth of the matter. I know y'all so desperate and lost in y'all narrative. All I got to do is put on a collar shirt and pull at it. You too fucking desperate at this point. That part. You got men that call themselves murderer, killer, all kind of evil things. You sitting here holding court because a man say he the wisest. Now we supposed to believe y'all so concerned with just humility and things of this nature, but you forgot to check niggas whose names is killer. Things that got to do with real ego. If I blow your head off, what's more egotistical than that? Me viewing you as a lesser is what ego is. If I blow your head off, well, I suppose ain't nothing of more great ego than that. To just kill a motherfucker. You got to feel like they your lesser. Or you either have to be a lesser who have to do what you told. But however you view it, to kill somebody is the pinnacles of ego. You have men running around, they have killer attached to their name. Murder. Y'all are making more of a thing of a man saying he the wisest, but not those things. And still think you have a point and you're not petty and just full of envy. Now some of y'all not mature enough to acknowledge, when you're wrong and been corrected, you wanna force your way. You should move along. That's the best thing for you. Because you're gonna use your petty foolishness as an excuse not to oblige to the laws of life, give and receive, things of that nature. You're gonna play dumb on it and think there's an excuse to not obey the laws of nature because you think you're doing something to me. I ain't got nothing to do with you. I started off giving y'all wisdom so y'all could receive it. You got lost, move along. You get it? Meaning that's the best advice I could give you. When you start going against the laws of nature, making excuses to dumb yourself down like you don't know the simplest things in life because you lost in your lower frequencies, it's best you move along. Primo Supreme said, I'm older, wiser, and make way more money than you. Salam, shalom. When you said that last part, this is when you revealed you dumb. Money don't have anything to do with wisdom. Money have to do with the government, their printing machines, their human monopoly games that they play on y'all. And so when you said, I'm older, wiser, and make more money than you, that part. Anybody that's truly into any path of wisdom, you a dumb person. You lost on material items, material things. Wisdom is beyond the physical, the materials. You poor, that part. You come in here trying to feed off my splendor. That part. Meaning you a bum. That's what a bum is in real life. And they can give you all the money in life. You still be a lesser. He said, I'm dumb and poor now. You're impoverished. You can't grasp that poverty starting to mind, the emotional state. Your conversation, your statement is impoverished. There you go, Sense Sound. You can take the wise part out. Your conversation is poor. Meaning you think talking down on one is how you make yourself look great and splendorful. But if you was wise, you'd already have wise works. Meaning the world would know you as a wise teacher already. You think wisdom got to do with money. Now I'm sure you probably broke as shit. People like you have little moments. Meaning you probably have a moment you want me to challenge you. Like, no, you don't have more money than me. You don't. But aside from that, wisdom ain't got nothing to do with those things. Wisdom got to do with the government and they printing machine. And when you think wisdom got to do with somebody else shit, you lost yourself. Salam, shalom, champ. You made all your statements already. Once you correct it on a thing, then you shut up and you kind of grasp from it. You don't need to associate me with people that I don't have nothing to do with, that I don't deal with, in no way. You just look stupid, and overall making the point of this quick lesson, which is stop making up false narratives to make a point. That point being you don't measure up. Nobody told any of y'all to come here challenging or looking to compete. It's a deep thing. I appreciate y'all. Y'all go ahead and handle y'all business, you know. Like I said, when they go low, just step all over them. I know Michelle Obama said when they go low, we go high. Well, here we don't. When they go low, we get the MC Hammer dancing all over them because they have to get up off the floor. People have to walk by. And it's just that simple. We not overlooking low life shit no more. Y'all getting too used to that. Giving bums an angle. We don't do that here. If you a low life bum in your mind, in your emotional state, we gonna tap dance on you here till you get up. Why? Because everybody's overlooking low shit, talking about they too high to clean up the dirt. And so we got to clean up the dirt. When y'all see low life acts, like the brother Primo, he's desperate. Chump that off. That's how you put an end to low life shit. You don't overlook it. That's how it lingers around. He said I called them out, they got upset and called me names too. I haven't called you any name. You calling me names, overlooking the point that I said. Thank you. Be quiet now. I heard you. I'll read everything you said. So maybe you grasp. You started out. You said I'm older, wiser. Let me go to what you started out. You said your message would go further if you weren't such a conceited prick. That's an insult. You spend 30% of your time shitting on your audience. You are not my audience. If you felt shitted on, you ain't my audience. You the low shit that keep lingering around. But let's finish reading your point. He said, that isn't wise. But I do rock with some of what you say. Now you see how your statement is contradicting? This isn't wise, that isn't wise, but some of what you say is wise. Wise don't work like lie, where some of it is truth and some of it ain't. Truth is all truth. Wise is truth. For you to agree with some of the stuff I say and some of the stuff I say you don't, everything I say go together. I'm not like y'all all over the place. Everything I say go together. So if you agree with anything I say, you better come to terms with agreeing with everything I say. Because it all go together. He said he was going to be quiet. I think he's still talking. Now, you said you're older and wiser. What does that mean? A lot of y'all get lost when I say I'm 41. I'm talking to kids. If you older than me, I wouldn't give a fuck. This is not the guess who's older game. Grow up. Again, I'm talking to little kids coming here telling me to be humble. They 18, nigga. I'm 41. That's a big difference. I'm not sure why y'all don't tell y'all own kids that. That you 18, 19, 20, 21, that man 20 years older than you. Why is you in his face talking in that stupid manner? I'm older than your mama and your daddy. Again, that's why I'm saying I'm 41. So anybody with a brain, if they say, damn, I'm 19 in here. And my mama 38. That part. I'm older than your authority. Your own authority would be out of pocket talking to me like you are. That's the point I'm trying to make. Not for if you 45 to be like, I'm 45. Nigga, I wouldn't care. We just two old ass people. And you about to be the beat up one, bro. You get my point? Salam, shalom to the new member. Now, I don't want to read everything you're saying. It's simple-minded. Meaning you're just looking for an angle. This is why Alicia and Polite and them probably cursed you out. I guess you think of going about getting attention. I guess you think building yourself up or getting attention or whatever you call it is dependent on your tearing somebody down. Meaning you want Eligio, me, or whoever you talking about to give you attention. Share their time with you, their audience. But the way you going about it, I don't know whatever result you think you gonna get. Meaning I don't even want to hear whatever wisdom you got to project out. It might be good. But I don't even want to hear it now because you came all stupid for no reason. If you young, a lot of y'all need to learn that. Y'all are learning how to tear down as a means to build up. You can't build yourself up like that. That's just bum behavior. I call it bums in a barrel. Crabs in a bucket. Whatever, you know. But you don't want to adopt those kind of goofy things. You want to make sure you got talent or whatever you do to stand on. I'm going to do like you said, Darrell Watson, and go easy on him, champ. I ain't really going hard on him. I could have cursed him out the moment he said you were a conceited prick. You get it? He insulted me. I wasn't talking to this nigga. I don't know him. I could have just said, fuck you, your life, your mama, you get it? Like that. This is what you call humility. Meaning y'all so lost in y'all stupid shit, y'all overlook the moments of humility. That part. Say, man, you could just ignore that nigga. Wouldn't that be ego? If I'm wise and a nigga coming in here all disturbed emotionally, I don't know him. Wouldn't I have ego to be like, waste my time talking to you because you got a problem with me. I only talk to people that don't. I talk to whoever want to talk. The tone and how you carry it is how I'm going to be with you. But y'all overlook all those acts of humility, which is just my normal character. To be like, he got ego. When I start treating y'all the way y'all view things, that part. It's like y'all want to be the lesser. Y'all wouldn't even notice it. I would be like, yeah, that's the way to do it. That part. A lot of y'all got to come to terms with things. I'm wiser than you. I'm further along than you. You come here, get the jewels, apply it to yourself. Meaning if you wrong and you've been corrected, adjust. A lot of y'all still holding on to it. No, you got ego. You conceited. You this or that. You overlooking the truth of the matter. This truth of the matter is what I'm rubbing in your face. Now, you say you are conceited. You say you a sex symbol. I'm ugly. You overlooking reality. Making yourself mad, forgetting, oh yeah, he is kind of good looking. Maybe he could be a sex symbol. I wouldn't know. But him rubbing it in my face because I'm carrying on like a bozo, like that. Some of y'all got a problem with the truth. Otherwise, what you bothered by? If the buck-tooth Godding dude said he was a sex symbol, would y'all be mad? Or would y'all laugh? That part. And so y'all got a problem with the truth. Let's say you a boxer. I say I got the best footwork in any boxer. Say, man, that's ego. But you overlooking the truth. In the truth is where all the jewels is. Now, you a boxer. I come from gymnast background. It's damn near like ballet. What would make you think you got better? You get my point? Y'all overlook small truths. Blooded gymnast. Why would a boxer have better footwork than him? That's cheating technically. Meaning if I told any boxer, you versus the ballet dancer, you see who more lighter on their feet and got better footwork. You get it? The ballet dancer's going to win. The person that's in the gymnastics, they gonna win in regards to footwork. Now, a boxer's footwork is sufficient for what he do, but you can't think it's sufficient for ballet. That part. A ballet dancer or a gymnast could do whatever the footwork is in boxing. It's mediocre to what they do. I come from gymnasts. You a boxer. You probably never gonna have better footwork than me. Why would you think you do? If a boxer taught a ballet dancer how to box, do you get it? Yeah, their footwork gonna be crazy. And that if the ballet dancer be like, yo, I got better footwork than the boxer. What that gotta do with ego? In reality, if you one that's in reality, you like, yeah, of course you do, you're a ballet dancer. Meaning a lot of things I say, they kind of just fall into that. Yeah, I got better footwork than the boxer. It's supposed to just fall into that. Yeah, nigga, you a gymnast, you supposed to. Why wouldn't you? You get my point? Champ, I'm gonna let you go, you stupid. Now, most of the things I say, they fall into that. It's just the reality of it. Meaning if you know me, you like, he a gymnast. Yeah, he got better footwork than the boxer. That's technically not even fair to compare them in that way. It's the same like when I'm doing pull-ups. Let's say you do pull-ups, and that's what you do online. Then I come along, I do pull-ups. Then you like, damn, he a little better than I am. I come from gymnastic background. Y'all doing muscle-ups. I can swing around the whole fucking bar. Y'all, you get it? You're not gonna have, y'all lost like that. But in that truth, if y'all stop overlooking it, then y'all will be able to grasp. Let's say you a boxer, you say, damn, I never thought of that. I should take some ballet lessons. My footwork would be extreme. That part. Meaning if you a boxer, you should be looking in to take ballet lessons. Say, wow, that's stupid. You'll be lighter on your feet than any other boxer you can think of. They won't even be able to try to measure up. That part. Y'all won't try to better y'all game in that way. Y'all be sitting around crying. But all the juice was given to you. That part. Y'all don't know I'm a gymnast who could backflip and all that shit. There's videos up with me swing and do a backflip off the bar. And can't no pull-up dude do all of that. He not a gymnast. He just do pull-ups. You think a pull-up person could challenge a gymnast on the bar? Man, y'all got muscle-ups from gymnasts. That part. That ain't nothing to them. Nothing on the bar ain't nothing to them in regards to lifting themselves up. That part. Now, let's say you do workout videos and then I did a 1 or 2 and you like, oh, he a little sharper than me. But you looking at it from the perspective like, oh, he trying to take my spot. I'm wise. I'm just doing something. Whatever you do, it's to help you be better. You think I'm about to do workout videos every day now? Like that. Y'all are getting lost in y'all envy. Overlooking the points. Darrell said he's too far gone in his ways, but it ain't over till it's over. He too can change. Who are you speaking about, me? Y'all talking about homeboy. But I'm assuming you speaking of homeboy. Hopefully most of y'all can get it out your mind, this whole ego thing. That's just the narrative that come from people that can't measure up. You get it? I'm not talking about y'all that's seeking wisdom. Y'all just taking whatever y'all follow. So you got people that teach. If they teach this thing or that thing and my scholarship kind of blow it out the water, you get my point? They create those narratives. He got ego, this thing, that thing. If you learn from them, so you adopt these kind of characteristics. But if you can't get it out your mind after you've been corrected on a thing, it's best you move along. Otherwise, what you gonna do? Just sit around all the time, talk about he got ego all day, year after year? That ain't doing nothing for you. Most of y'all don't get that. I'm here for results for real. If you want to linger around on dumb time, I'm not playing with you where I'm going to like keep you on a string on stupid. It's best you move on. You convinced yourself I got ego, beautiful. I'm helping you. You ain't doing shit, but I got ego. Okay, cool. Meaning most of y'all in that place, you got hella ego. You don't got nothing to stand on. And you trying to make a point. Some of y'all got to learn. You need to get the point. It ain't about you making your point, but you need to get the point being made to you. So you can grasp you never had one. Sapphire said, I was curious about the tea, homie. Yeah, your minds get lost on a lot of stupid things I don't have time for. If you don't have a mind to know whatever you talking about ain't got nothing to do with wisdom, my point, I don't know what to tell you, but you got to come back when your mind is mature enough to grasp. I'm here to have discussions on tea. You get my point? That is just so stupid to me. And I don't want you to take offense where you like, damn, you trying to play me. Blah. If you don't, you get my point? I'm 41 years old. I'm a grandfather. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all brain, but I don't know why you think I would care to have a conversation on tea. What is that doing for me or you? I don't want to have discussions on I got ego. And you got access to me is me sitting in a chair. You get my point? And me laughing and giggling, saying I'm big Uzi and you get my point? That's beneath me. It's beneath you too. But if that's all it takes to piss you off, well, I was hoping you caught on at some point. And it's gonna happen again. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, big baby. But if these are the things that's making you say he have ego, he conceited, I don't like him, well, I'd have to put a bag over my head. Come here moping around. And that don't do nothing for me. So I'm not, I don't know why you would be waiting on me to go whatever you're talking about. And me coming here with a bag over my head moping around, that ain't gonna help you none either. Meaning whatever y'all talking about, it ain't gonna help y'all concerning knowledge, which is what y'all was supposed to be showing up for. Wisdom. And somehow y'all lost sight of that. Lost into all this splendor. Yeah, I know. I know. I know it's hard to look at me and not get caught up in the glare. You know, the beautiful brown eyes. You know, my eyes are a color, but most of y'all don't notice that. I'm really beautiful. You get lost into the splendor. Say he got ego. He think he all that. That's your problem. You need to you need to think you a little better than you are now. That part. You sitting here telling somebody in a nutshell to be less than what they are. Why? For what? That part. Y'all get so lost in y'all low frequencies, or y'all adopt other people's low frequencies, then y'all just be carrying on in y'all dumb repeatedly to the point where somebody gotta remind you, I'm 41, you grown. You think ego really got to do with me doing that dumb shit I be doing? You stupid like that? That part. Some of y'all so stupid, all you hear is the stupid. You're not really grasping like, oh yeah, I am grown and don't none of that qualify for nothing. That's just stupid behavior. We ain't even supposed to qualify him as having ego for that. That's clownery. What the fuck do me being like, my name's Big C and all the sex symbol, what that got to do with ego? That's fucking clownery. Again, that's clownery. That don't have nothing to do with ego. I don't even see why somebody would say somebody behaving like that got ego. I would say like, oh, they a clown, or they either trying to clown y'all. But that shit ain't got shit to do with ego. Ego some shit y'all must have never seen before. Cause that ain't it. That part. Some of y'all so dumbed out. You get it? You lost in your shit. Where you like, no, he got ego. Blood, you a simp. That's the true realities of it. If that's the reality you came to, he got ego. You a whole simple-minded fool. That's a simp. A simple brain mother. And so kind of grasp. Someone said a lack of ego is humility. Y'all lost in ego and humility talks. That shit is not a place for wisdom. Ego is a deep discussion that have to do with the self. It don't have to do with outside things. When you're speaking on egos outside of self, you're speaking on envy. And anybody that understands ego and the teachings that have to do with ego accurately, that part. Ego don't got nothing to do with you walking around telling motherfuckers they got ego or they need to be humble. That would make you the authority. Now, if you ain't got that authority, then who got the ego? The stupid motherfucker walking around telling niggas to be humble that have no authority? That part. Hell no. How can you have no authority and you telling people shit? That's ego. And so that part. None of that have anything to do with places of wisdom. Meaning in places of wisdom, there's no room for ego discussions in that fashion. You're saying someone got ego in regards to you challenging them. Just don't mess you up and that's that. But none of that have nothing to do with places of wisdom. Meaning challenging, competing, stupid discussions on ego, which come from those things, that have nothing to do with wisdom. Have nothing to do with me and what I do, which is wisdom. If you come here dumb the fuck out to that point, hey, that's on you. In regards to you forcing lesser things on me, why would I want them? You think I came to teach. So the people that I'm teaching, who's supposed to be listening to what I'm saying, because I'm wiser, telling me what to do. That part. If wisdom is the teachers listening to the students, so now I know why everybody a little dumb. Like I said, that would make sense into regards to why everybody a little dumb and slow. Maybe all the teachers is listening to the students, but that's not how that go. Now, most of y'all should stand corrected, meaning ain't nothing I said not a truth. You get my point? I'm a nice looking guy. If you get on my nerves, I'll rub it in your face. So what? Don't get on my nerves then. I'm wiser than you. If you want to carry on and get on my nerves about it, blood, I'm going to rub it in your face. You don't get on my nerves then. Other than that, what we talking about? Meaning, what y'all talking about? If you seeking wisdom, get wisdom. Y'all will sit around having stupid fucking discussions like that. Trying to convince me that I need to oblige to whatever y'all talking about in regards to humility. I don't need to be whatever you tell me to be. That's the stupidest shit in life. I don't need to wait for y'all to tell me who I am. And y'all ain't even found yourselves. Wait till the public say you wise. I'm wise for real. Why would I wait for the public? They ain't even found their own self. They came here for knowledge. So why would I? What sense that make? Let y'all tell me what I am. That part. And like I said, it already happened. And so hopefully y'all grasp. I'm the most humblest person that y'all ever encountered. And you might want to get that through your head at some point. And if you can't, you might want to move along. It's the realest thing I could tell you. And this ain't a matter of discussion. You get lost in the thinking y'all got a point trying to tell people who they are. I met you. You sat down with me before and truly know me. Then shut the fuck up. In concerning me, I tell you about me. You get it through your brain and you slide off. That's for your own self's sake. You get it? If you talking to me or your statement directed at me is stemming from that perspective, meaning if you have a comment or a statement and you say it and I could see your statement and comment is coming from a mind that has a perspective that I have an ego, I'm gonna curse you out. Cause that's y'all narrative. That part. I'm the wisest man alive. I know that to be the truth. And you could call it whatever you want. What that got to do with me? That part. I'm a sex symbol, nigga. When I was growing up, they say, you so cute. Can I have sex with you? Yes, you can. I'm here to... The point I'm making is that I ain't make none of this shit up. I just said what y'all said. Y'all don't want to hear y'all own sayings after y'all get jealous. You get it? It's like a chick that like you and you're so cute. And then you have sex with her and drop her. And she be like, I hate that nigga. He ain't even that cute like that. What was I even thinking? Like that. Y'all like that. Great renegers. Reneging and shit. Y'all said I was the wisest man alive. Y'all said I was God. Now I agree with both statements. No, let me stop. Let me stop offering y'all to make my point. I agree with the last statement more than the first, but I went with the first because I'm sparing. Because I'm sparing y'all, man. Overall, I'm the wisest man alive. Hopefully some of y'all can grasp that. It's beautiful you don't want me to be, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You have to take that up with the life, which is the creator. Maybe the creator can explain to you that nobody picked you to be the picker of the wise. Like you decide who is. Life thing. And so for whatever reason I'm the wisest, you just respect it if you respect wisdom. You don't got to get lost in who you want to be the wisest. It might be your own self, but life ain't picked you. And hopefully you grasp that. You come here, you respect the laws of life, the laws of nature. This is give and receive. This is the tide we see between everything, day and night. Inhale, exhale, plant a seed, the harvest. Uses all the examples of nature of how man is supposed to conduct himself when dealing with things outside of himself. You get it? Y'all pulling in air. This is from outside of ourselves, so y'all have to give back y'all carbon. This is your hot breath. You get it? I'm pulling that cool West Indian breeze. Go ahead and inhale right now through your mouth. Cool West Indian breeze. Now blow out. You see? Hot marshlands. Smell like shit probably for most of you. And your breath. You leave the bathroom, they be like, think you forgot to wipe your mouth. When somebody go to the bathroom, take a shit, they wipe their ass. You go to the bathroom, you come out the bathroom, it smell like doo-doo. But it's your mouth. Breath. The breath. Scope. Thirst. But scope. I thirst, but not juice. Water. Listerine. Scope. Crushed mints. Crushed mint leaves. Anything. And some of y'all breath smell like the Greyhound bus bathroom. This is not. This is not good. Greyhound bus bathroom. A smell. Brush. The point I'm making is this. Hopefully y'all grasp. The most are still at shore with the water being at the knee level. Most people are assholes. Simple-minded. But overall, come here with the right perspective. Stop getting in the lost in the false narratives. These things have nothing to do with wisdom. Stop getting lost into the I'm trying to convince you something. I didn't ask you to be here. I already told you, can you please get lost? So you don't have to play games with yourself. You're trying to convince me to be humble. I'm telling you to get the fuck on. I don't need to convince you anything. If you have a perspective, you'll go further if you were more humble. I'd go further if y'all were more real into wisdom. But y'all are into stupid talk. Humble talk. You got nerve to tell somebody they need to be humble to teach you. You sound fucking stupid. Stay dumb. This is the reality. I come to give y'all deep Jews. Niggas say be humble. Bitch, teach yourself. How about that? Don't that sound fair? Meaning, don't that sound like the true fucking statement you should get back? You came here to receive wisdom. I didn't ask you to come here. I don't know you. Then you like, nigga, you need to be humble. Why I need to be anything? Because your ass came here to get some shit. When you use these dumb things as an excuse to not oblige to the laws of life, which is give and receive. That part, just move on. You lost in your own stupidity. Now you making me the face of this stupidity. And that, you get it? You keep coming around. I think we have like a relationship or something we don't. Did the life together. Peace and wisdom, Adriel Ramirez said he's new. Peace and wisdom, Chill Will, and the rest of y'all. Now, please come in here in the right mind state. That was the overall point. And I just wanted to make sure I made the point all around the board. Maybe you need to rewind this back. Listen to every part so you can find where you fall in that. And if after that you still on your narrative where you think you know me, and we buddies and you sat down with me, excuse yourself. It's a simple thing to do. I don't know what else to say to a person when you knowing like I don't know you. You don't know me outside of your being lost on TV. If that is not enough for you to snap out of stupid, move along. It ain't really that deep to grasp. Outside of that, whatever got you low, to where you think ego is the simplest things in life, that it ain't. Ego got to do with when someone is blocking your way, they look down on you, they stand on you, shit like that. Ego don't got to do with simple-minded shit. Move on your way, come back when you mature. That way I ain't got to have a headache, and you ain't got to have one either. When you trying to convince me whatever you talking about, even though I know I don't know you. Meaning a lot of y'all ain't looking at that part. I don't know you. I'm not confused in any way if you know me or not. Meaning when y'all get the lost into telling me how I am, I'm not confused that we never met and you have no clue how I am. But you're trying to convince me you do. Overlooking that truth. You a fucking fool, you don't know that man. All you know is he give you wisdom, you've already shown you have no honor. You have no humility. How somebody give you wisdom and you talking about they got ego? What are you saying that for? What are you looking to avoid? You get my point? Life is a balance. Are you looking to avoid something when you say that? Other than that, if somebody come give you gift, I ain't never seen the motherfucker complaining about a nigga give him gift. A nigga pull up with a gift for you. Big ego with it too, but you ain't complaining. Alright? That part. Some of y'all need to get your brain together. You lost in envy. If you can't overcome your envy and your lower frequencies, you know, envy, hate, anger, all the stupid shit y'all be talking, materialism, maybe you want to move along. Come back when you mature. Outside of that, I wouldn't care how you view me. You could view me however you want. When you come here to give wisdom, make sure you give back. Make sure you're not making no excuses for yourself to be a liar, dishonorable. Meaning when you grasp, ain't no excuses or way around these things. You still have to be fair, so on and so forth. And speaking on one's character or this thing or that thing is no excuse for you to not keep your balance. If you owe somebody money, they loaned you some money, you can't say they got ego, I ain't paying them back. You still have to oblige to your debts. And there's truly no excuse of going around that or making excuses for these things. If you find yourself like you like that, where you like, I don't give back because I feel like he got ego, cool, that's no excuse for you to break the laws of life. But you can move along. I don't want your give back. I'd rather you move along. Because that should have never happened. And that is going to happen again and again and again and again. You're going to need a lot of reassuring on things. And that you ain't never going to learn no real lessons. That's where most y'all at. Y'all got to keep getting these videos. Instead of getting the jewels or the scholarship. Y'all got to get these kind of videos. Where I got to adjust your perspective. Or bring it to your awareness. If you can't get your mind on the same track as mine, then you need to move along. Again, if you have a different mindset than someone, you don't need to sit around trying to convince them anything. You have to find your own path in life, wherever you blend with. Some of y'all in relationships like that. Y'all be arguing and debating and nitpicking with each other, and either one of y'all get up and just leave. Coming to terms with, this is not what together is about. This person lost on whatever dumb shit they are, they competing with me. I mean, some of y'all are in relationships and one of the persons is competing with the other secretly. And there's a little envy there, even though y'all together, like boyfriend and girlfriend. Or just good buddy and good buddy, but you get it? That's a real thing in life. Meaning when you're dealing with a lot of relationships, you're going to see that. There may be one a little envious. It sneaks out ever so often. That don't have nothing to do with togetherness. Always looking to disagree and all of these dumb things. But you do have people in their lower frequencies. Lower emotional states. So they're not aware that they're just staying around doing these things. Meaning anybody in their right mind already know, well, if I'm always disagreeing and going against, more than likely we not compatible. I should just go on my way if I came to their presence. A lot of y'all come here with that problem. If you don't agree or you're not in a place where you can face certain truths, then you just move along. You don't supposed to just stick around. crying and complaining like that's beneath me. Hopefully most of y'all can grasp these things. Now somebody asks why I drink tea or whatever, juice a lot. Flushing's the foundations of diet. Meaning y'all learn diet and it starts at food with y'all. Diet for me starts at air. And so we take in different forms of air, whether it be somebody's bullshit ass words, whatever. But you inhale airs, you hear people's voices, you smell things. These is all levels of airs. These is all things we take in. These things have an effect on health. Then you have substances. This is a little more heavier than airs. Airs is more subtle. And so, of course, you have an abundance of liquids. The only liquid that's truly good for the self is water. The other liquids will either raise you beyond your normal or lower you. Look at it like that. Sweet might get you a little excited more than you normally are. And you have other drinks, they may bring you down a little bit. And alcohols fall into that, you know, light and dark. Dark bring you down. You get it, the brown bring you down. The white get you hype. But that's how that works. And so you have many different substances. This have to do with y'all health or y'all diet as well. And then you have the physical foods. Now, like I said, most of y'all learn diet, it start at the foods. I'm a little more wiser than y'all, so diet start at airs with me. Now, most of y'all breathe in y'all city air, y'all breathe in y'all in the house air, your office air. People yawning and farting in these airs, and this is the air you're taking in. The inside of your car fumes air. You're not keeping track of how much true fresh air you're getting. This have nothing to do with your diet. You follow? Same with substance. Y'all not paying attention to how much y'all flushing the self. Say, I need to get close to a gallon of fluids in me. And the less sugary the substance, the better. And look at, you ever made Kool-Aid and when you start putting the sugar in, you see the Kool-Aid go a little higher? So when you become a professional master of making Kool-Aid, you know, like, nah, I gotta leave. This that ghetto shit. But you like, nah, I'm a master at making Kool-Aid now. So I already know when you add this sugar blood, it make the water go up. So with that, you like, when I make the sugar, I put like, you know, half. I mean, when I make the Kool-Aid, I put like, you know, I put it under the rim. So when I add the sugar, it don't overflow. Look at sugary drinks in that way. If you take away all the sugar and colorings and things, you may only have a third of water, half of that bottle of water. In that, you're not really hydrating yourself. You're only getting half of what you intended. And so this is most of us. Whatever we drinking is sugary. In that, we truly only getting half of the hydration that we are counting. You drunk a 30 ounce of soda, but that's not 30 ounce of hydration. Let's say maybe only 15% was water. And the sugar and all that other stuff made for the rest. Like that, you got to make sure you're flushing enough. This is more important than the food. Meaning the air and the liquid is more important than what y'all take in physically. The air's attached to the metabolism. And the liquid have to do with the flushing out the toxics, you know, the excess things. So look at it like that. When y'all breathe in, y'all are full of carbon inside and it's warm, and y'all breathe in oxygen, and it's just like if you closed all your windows, turned on the gas. That's carbon. And you let your whole house fill up with carbon gas. then crack the window. Your whole house blow up once the air come in. That's how we are. We carbon filled inside. We breathe in oxygen. We cause a combustion. This is what keeps our inner flame going, so to say. Our inner light, meaning y'all have a body temperature. It stays that body temperature because y'all keep breathing. When a person dies, they stop breathing in air. They stop combusting or setting that flame. In that, the dead person be cold in an hour. You see how that go together? Meaning you could have been listening, you said, man, this is bullshit. When we breathe in, we don't start no big fire. Okay, when you stop breathing in, you gonna go cold. So you look at it like that. We all got a lamp inside. It got a flame lit. You keep that flame lit by breathing in. It's like starting a fire, adding to it. When the breathing in stops, so the fires stop. After that, when it gets cold. But the point I'm making is, y'all learn things how y'all do. In that, it don't be all the way sufficient. But I drink a lot because this is important to health in regards to your kidneys. Some of y'all drink alcohol, coffee. It's important that you drink a lot of juices and waters. More than me, I don't drink no alcohol, coffees, none of these things. I just drink water and juice. Nothing else. No soda, ever. You get it? Meaning I never drink soda. I never drink coffee. I never drink, well, hot tea. But I do need to drink a little hot tea every so often. I drink that in the wintertime, but that's a whole nother thing. But tea is like coffee, you know, it'll fuck up your teeth eventually. You know, stain you out inside. But for the most part, I don't drink like soda, coffee, teas, things like that. Ever. But I do drink tea every so often. But in regards to like coffee, soda, alcohol, never. From 2019 to now, I might have had 2 drinks. You know, if I'm out and about, I can. There's no rules over me. I can do whatever I want, but just keep everything under wraps or together. You get it? If you gonna drink, don't be shitting and farting on yourself. And niggas gotta take you home and you got vomit all in your bed. That's not what this is about. You just take a little sip. Maybe it'll. You wanna enjoy the environment. Just like I said, some of y'all just work all day. You do nothing else. You probably need to go out and get loose one time. I don't mean to the point where you got vomit in your bed and all of that, but you get my point? Shit, some of y'all ain't did something in so long, you might need to have vomit in your bed. You follow? Meaning you need to go out, do like you was when you was a kid, be free for the night. Engage and indulge in whatever you choose. You don't have a problem. You get it? Meaning it's not likely that's going to become your everyday because you a workaholic to the point where you need that. But it's about that, finding your balance, knowing when you know you're going too far on one side or the other. I apologize, I left my window open. One of you guys said, I'm not going to tell anyone to be humble, I would just let them find out why being humble is better than being an egotist. It's like I told most of y'all, I don't have ego. So whatever you're waiting for, when you come to terms to realize, whatever you classifying over here as ego, you just simple-minded. Other than that, what you think gonna happen? Say he think he mad cute. So what you waiting for, my face to get messed up? What you talking about? What you waiting for? Like that. I'm wiser than y'all. Whoever wiser than me, go get them, come forward. And we done went through this 50,000 times already, meaning y'all want no parts. None of y'all, that's already clear. Y'all rather talk narratives around that. Like, we got ego, this or that, cool, but just step up and prove your point. Now I need to know my ego is really an ego, and it ain't really just like a bust your ass in the thing and you carrying on because of that. Show me what you talking about. Because I say it's that. Y'all carrying on to that ego shit because can't none of y'all fuck with the scholarship. But nobody said y'all had to. When was that a requirement? Thought you was coming to learn. And so you get it? A lot of y'all need to get that ego thing out your mind. Ain't no place for it here. And if you can't, you need to remove yourself. I'm not sure who's teaching y'all these things about humility and ego. And y'all the overseers of who can have ego and who can have humility, but this is stupid. Again, I'm not sure who even got y'all on a path where y'all think these stupid things have anything to do with one becoming wise and evolving as a mind. Because like I said, ego is a deep discussion. It'll have nothing to do with anything y'all are saying in regards to ego. Humility either. These are deep discussions concerning self and nothing else. It definitely ain't about you telling somebody they need to be this or that. That is ego in itself. When you get to a place where you think in your mind, I need to tell this person this, and they need to be like that, you lost in your ego. And so if you don't have that mind, you do not belong here. My channel is a place of wisdom. And everything gonna match with wisdom. If you grasp those lower things, have no place here. You get my point? You have to remove yourself. Now I'm gonna let you go, Philip Covino. But you somebody that needed that message. If you can't get to a place where you can't evolve past your lower or low life frequencies, lesser things, lesser emotional states, you don't need to come here. That part. And then if you keep pulling up saying the same things, you think when I go live, this is now the game. Oh yeah, now I could go in there and you need to find yourself, find a purpose, find a life. And that's just the truth of it. And that's all there is. Find yourself, get some self-worth in that you can grasp. Like, you only feel like people got egos because you got nothing going for your own self. And you look low on your own self. Other than that, get it together, please. Now, I don't know what you're saying, powers that be, Daddy, but get your lives together. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. He's stupid. I'm just reading y'all comments. Y'all a little slow, man. At some point, hopefully, y'all come to terms with the things that y'all talk about have absolutely nothing to do with wisdom. Trump, all this dumb shit y'all be talking. My channel truly for wisdom. Y'all have categorized many things as wisdom. Most of these things, they fall under gossip. But y'all have categorized it as wisdom. You get it? Talking about Trump. Slanderous talk. These is things you never see me engaging in. I don't know why y'all bring it here. You ever see me doing videos where a person is the topic and I'm tearing them down? No, I deal with scholarship. Whatever I'm teaching as that. All that other bum shit, I don't need to belittle somebody else to make myself high. I'm already high. I'm the wisest man alive. Just leave everything scholarship. Now I have to use the restroom. I've been holding it. But I want to make sure I got everything out. Oh, I went over an hour. Now, when I return, the video will start. Those of y'all that Come here, you haven't gave back yet. Make it your duty to do so now. Can't keep carrying on in your own way here. You can be however you want in your own space. Meaning you don't have to get my point. It's beautiful. Just move along. Now this yoga video, I have to do a little bit of drawing. So I'm thinking if I should start over. Do that video on its own. Okay, a lot of y'all seem to be stuck in y'all ways in regards to obliging to the foundations of my teachings, which is give and receive. Time of life have nothing to do with me, but it do have to do with everybody, but it's not limited to just here. But all my concern can be is here, nowhere else. Like I said, a lot of y'all seem to be stuck in y'all own ways, and so you're gonna be the reason why there's no more live videos. All you got access to is those lives. Most of y'all that's channel members, you get it? It's because motherfuckers don't act like they got a brain to grasp things. Y'all like kids want to stay in your lower state. But like I said, get it together at some point, you know? Because y'all gonna only have access. They ain't gonna have no access. I don't have to do lives. I did enough videos where I can kick back. That's already fulfilled already. Meaning y'all on one track of mine, I'm on a whole nother. So whatever you think you doing, you don't even have a clue what I'm doing. Like I said, the videos is already fulfilled. You wasting your time if you thinking. Meaning if you watch this whole video and you think this video got to do it because somebody messed up the live, I went into this on my own. It's like I said, sometimes y'all gotta get the jewels. The lesson don't even matter. Meaning the scholarship don't matter if y'all don't get the moral part. You can't keep coming here with lack of morals and thinking you're just gonna receive wisdom because you can create whatever narrative you want and you think it's sufficient for you're not obliging to what I said. Powers that be said they afraid of stray wolves. They don't want him mingling with fake sheep. You might have to make sense, champ. I might have to let you go at some point. You ain't really making sense in your statements, but a lot of y'all need to reflect on that. You need to come to, a place where you humble enough to receive things. Because that's what wisdom's all about. I'm not receiving anything from y'all. You the one got to receive the message, not me. So maybe you need to come back when you humble enough to grasp you. You don't tell me nothing. You don't tell me how to be. I ain't tell you how to be. If what you telling me don't fall in the lines of lie, meaning my lying or doing something unjust, I don't want to hear it. Anything else is just petty, lower frequency. But get that together. The rest of y'all, join the channel, do whatever you do. I'm about to start a $1,000 channel member. Because I get like that. When you see the price go up, that means I really don't even want to deal with you. And so, pay this extreme amount since you want to be extreme in your way. You get it? So if you look at my prices and you say, damn, they're a little high, they're going to be higher. My magazines was $19.99. They ain't no more. Say, damn, why he don't lower it? I ain't never lower it. Don't disrespect me in that way. Meaning y'all ain't the only ones that can be extreme. And when you get down to the nitty gritty, y'all can't do nothing for me. Came here to get wisdom. All you could do is give back whatever you can. Outside of that, our relationship ain't got nothing to do with a balanced thing. You kind of come here as the charity. But y'all talking like y'all, you get it? Y'all be like, be humble. You got a deal for me? You got a bag of money for me? What do you have for me? I'm saying that so maybe some of y'all could come to the conclusion. Telling somebody some shit and you got nothing to stand on, and you receiving from them, you got to know you burnt your own bridge in that moment. And so hopefully you could tread water or fly, because once you burn a bridge, I don't know how you getting it crossed. So I'm gonna let you go, powers that be, daddy. But hopefully you rise. Now, I'm trying to think, should I do this video? I'm gonna have to draw so y'all can grasp. Sir John, salam, shalom. Those of y'all that give back, those of y'all that, come here in the right mind state. Some of y'all may not be able to give back, but you have the right mind state where you like, I ain't gonna let nobody play solid, so I can't give back, but I could do that for right now. Come in the right mind state, I ain't talking to you. Those of y'all that's lost in the narrative, oh, he be disrespecting his audience. Because you decide to pick any bum you want as my audience. My audience is who I say. Not any bum that come through the door. So, my audience is the people you see giving back, saying salam. The reflections of myself. Good etiquette, good manners. You don't see too much stupidities coming out their mouth. Low life things. And so, those are my viewers. The excess bums coming in here ain't got nothing to do with me. And so if you see somebody getting cursed out, you don't need to convince yourself they my audience. Yeah. They just wandered in here. I don't want them here. They're just here. And so hopefully y'all grasp that. Now I think I'm going to just start the video over. Okay. I got enough Jews. If any of y'all have questions, y'all can ask. Me and those of y'all that's channel members, I'll break this down for y'all. Those of y'all that like to stay lost in y'all ways, Well, the error in your ways was shown to you. And so you're good to go now. Other than that, enjoy the rest of the year. I'm laughing at Sapphire. He said, my generation is so far dumb as F. She said our egos are higher than our IQs. This generation, y'all do got real bad problems, I'll tell you that. But y'all not aware of it, so, you feel me? Y'all actually be thinking y'all have a point against y'all own parents to make. You get my point? Let me help some of y'all out, that's this generation. What make you a good kid is when you do what your parents tell you to do and shut your mouth after and don't be crying about it all day. If you grasp that, then you don't have no argument against your parents because it will go against that. In the daytime, y'all will say, like, I got a problem with my mama or my daddy. How? If you got a problem with your mama or daddy, it's because you lost your perspective on your place in the matter. And I'm seeing like a lot of y'all are really struggling with that. And this fuck up your character when dealing with others. You think you always have a point. You think life is about you making your point, even if you don't even have one. Again, if you a kid right now, you watching, or you young, or you somebody got a problem with your parents. So we already know what you gonna say. I don't agree with that. But you only don't agree with the thing because you want your way. If your point got to do with you getting your way, you don't have a point. Because it's not your way, it's your parents' way. And you're supposed to do whatever they say. Now, when I was growing up, if I would have been like, Ma, I got a problem with you, I'd have got fucked up right on the spot. Nigga, I pay all the bills. How you got a problem with me? Meaning back in the day, that's automatic slap in your mouth. My mom say, empty the trash, and I'm like, why I gotta do it this time? I don't know. My sister should do it. I'm automatically gonna get beat the fuck up. Not because I don't want to empty the trash, but because I let my mind go so lost to actually forgetting that I'm supposed to just listen. That's what the light being paid, the rent being paid, you get it? That's what me getting food on my plate and all of that. That's my obligations to get that. And listen to my parents so they could do for me. Y'all got a mindset where y'all think I'm the kid. You supposed to just do whatever my perspective is on what you should do. You follow? In that y'all have more grief than you can imagine. Because lack of gratitude is a cancer. Meaning most of y'all, you ungrateful. Ungratefulness is a cancer. It eats you up from the inside. And so most of y'all, you got problems and your problems just boil you down to you not grateful. If you the lesser thing, meaning if you the thing looking to be taken care of, Are you the thing looking to receive? You don't have a point. And whoever you looking to make your point to, they point already won. Say, man, I think you should do this or that. Let's say you my child and you say, I think you're supposed to do this or that. I think I don't. That's why I didn't. I don't have to argue with you on it. Cause it's my way. You follow? A lot of y'all don't get that. Your parent don't really have to argue with you because it's already their way. The life designed it like that. And you have to do things their way, meaning you have to listen to your parents. If it was about the parents listening to the child, then you get my point. Well, we're there now. So we in dumb times. I'm sure y'all see the stupidity. But it's a result of things like that. You got a lot of parents, they let their child feel like an equal. They like to vent to their child things like that. And that the child start to feel like they're a buddy and an equal instead of a child. Once that happened, you get my point? So here y'all are. Y'all be trying to tell y'all parents other grown-ups. I ain't from them times. You completely dumb when you do that. And that's the true reality of it. When you lose sight, I'm the lesser thing and I'm supposed to listen. Y'all don't know that y'all supposed to listen to y'all parents? I'm just asking. Because if you say like I don't agree with what you're saying, then you must not agree with that part. That a kid is supposed to listen and do what their parents tell them. They can have all the perspective that they want on what should be done and how they should be treated. But overall, the parent is over that. They just a kid. Their brain ain't developed enough. So whatever they think, more than likely don't matter. It wouldn't be wise to be listening to no kid. Now, if you don't agree with that, you get my point? You completely lost your way in order. It's beautiful that you want your way and you the lesser thing, but most of y'all that's like that, you gonna have kids. And your kid gonna be worse and dumber out than you are. And you gonna learn that way. I'm wrong. But most of y'all don't reflect on y'all wrongs. Meaning once you get to that point, where one has to have a horrible fucking kid for them to see, they ain't gonna see. And that's why it is like that. Because they not gonna see, so just have their own physical representation of their ways. And so most kids just become the flaws of the parent that they around the most. I'll say that again. Most kids become all the flaws of the parent that they around most. And so if you a parent, try to keep your flaws to a minimum. If you can. Other than that, get my point? I like what you said, Myron Gray. You said actually the sticking around is a form of self-abuse. Definitely abuse. Let me help some of y'all out with the word nigger. And this is not a matter of you're agreeing or not. You're not on my level. And if that ain't through your head by now, you shouldn't even be here. But in regards to the word nigger, that come from the word negra. It's a Latin word, a Spanish word for black. People came from Italy and Spain, that's Spanish places. They they speak Spanish. The word negra, which is the word for black, it comes from them. That's what they describe the people as, black skin negra. Now, it have nothing to do with derogatory or anything. It just have to do with the color. You get my point? Good mean good and bad mean bad. But in the ghetto, bad could mean she look good. When people use words however they choose, the intent behind the word is what matters. Now, in regards to the word nigga, the word itself just means black. It's a Spanish word for the color. Everyone's not Spanish, so some people, when they're saying negra, they don't have the roll of the R. It sounds like nigga. You're not Spanish, say negra. That part is going to sound like nigga. That's where that word come from. If you want to disagree, there's nothing to disagree with. Nigga is a term that is applied to people that we call black. I just said the word derives from the Spanish word for black. What are you disagreeing with? That part. Now y'all have y'all perspective. You say we ain't supposed to use the word nigga. Cool. We could not use the word nigga when y'all grasp what the word is first, which is the color for black. Now, if y'all got a problem with people referring to y'all as black in the Spanish language, cool. But it only goes to show my point. Y'all have a problem with black itself, it don't have nothing to do with nothing. This is why if somebody that's white be like, man, you black. Shit, if somebody black be like, God damn, you black. You're gonna take an offense. You're gonna be like, they tried to me. You might just be black as shit. They ain't never seen nobody as black as you. You don't know their perspective on black. They may feel like the blacker the better. But goddamn, I never seen no black. And it could be in that way, like, oh, that's a beautiful thing. You all scarred because you just don't like black, your own self. In that, you get it? Y'all go on the lines of retardation with it. We shouldn't use the word nigga, this and that. Y'all need to get wise and focus on that. Focusing on controlling what people do. Y'all adopted this from white colonizers and shit. This is what y'all whole YouTube and all of that is about. Like I said before, they buy y'all goddamn voice so they could control what people do and think. And then y'all adopt that stupid behavior running around amongst yourselves with no authority, talking about you shouldn't use this word and you shouldn't be like that. And you get it? You don't see like you the dumb shit. The dumb sellout shit that was always spoken of in life. That just fall into anything. And so I'm not saying the word nigga needs to be used or not. I wouldn't care. Conversation beneath me. But there's the clarity on it. Now, if you feel like the word should be did away with, then that means the word black got to too. Otherwise, you ain't really making no sense then. The word black only bad in Spanish, but not in fucking English. That part. And so y'all just fall into ploys that have to do with y'all hating black and hating yourselves. This is why y'all say y'all Africans and anything y'all can think to say, except for what y'all are, which is black people or North American. Ain't no other race of people are North American. North America is a country, just like South America. North America is a continent, just like South America. The states are like the countries on this side. On the south, they got countries. But it's still a continent nonetheless. There's no other race of people that come from North America or have it as their nationality except for black people. They call us African Americans. It's supposed to be North Americans, but do you get it? It wouldn't matter if they put the North on the front or not. Is a Puerto Rican got American on the end of their nationality? No. Do a Chinese person got American on the end of their nationality? What about a Haitian? Any nationality you could name, they don't have American on the end of it, or American as their nationality. Nationality having to do with place. A Puerto Rican is a Puerto Rican because they from Puerto Rico. A Haitian is a Haitian because they from Haiti. And whatever the nationality is, it have to do with the place. An Italian person is Italian because they come from Italy. Where they was born is irrelevant. Their place is what the nationality is based on. Somebody from England, they're English. Now, when you're dealing with black people, their nationality, according to the nationality registrar, is American. They don't classify South, North, just Afro-American. We don't got to deal with the first part, because the first part ain't got to do with no place. So we just deal with the American part. Simple thing. You can't be from two fucking places. You can't be from Africa and America. Africa just the continent. It ain't the countries. The countries happen to do with the nationality, not the continent. I'm saying we're North American because there's a bunch of states or countries here. You know which one you from. But overall, black people are North Americans. Whatever state they're from is truly their country. Because we have a state thing going on over here instead of a country thing. A lot of y'all view North America as a country. That's the continent. Just like South America is its own continent. And you have Mesoamerica or Middle America, but you get it? These are names for the continent, not the places on it. And so, overall, y'all just don't like the word black, I suppose. And you have all these different things to make y'all go away from black for whatever reason. Black not being our nationality, North American being it, but y'all are lost in y'all programming. Meaning most of y'all are programmed. So you view a thing as right and wrong according to the program already in your mind. You don't view the program in your mind as do it make sense in real life. You follow? In that, when I'm saying what I'm saying, let's say you know it another way. No, we this or that. Cool, is what I'm saying makes sense in reality. Because in reality, a Puerto Rican is a Puerto Rican because they from Puerto Rico. And every nationality of people got to do whatever place they from, whether they've been there or not. We the only people named after the place America. Y'all just don't want to face that fact, because then that would mean, hold on, America belonged to the black people. The people is named, that got their name. That part. And we want to deal with those realities. Say, hold on, all this time we overlooked America. We didn't understand that nationality is dependent on the place you from. And they named us American, whether it be Afro-American or whatever, because this the place they found us on. And everybody else is named what they are. Meaning y'all have no connection to no other place but America. That's why they put it on your nationality. They can't call you a fucking Puerto Rican. You ain't from Puerto Rico. Like that. When you come to terms with that, you live in San Francisco, Kentucky, anywhere. Say, what's my nationality? I'm black. North American. You are North American now. Simple. If you understand nationality got to do with place, that's what you are. If you got a higher mind and you say, well, what they name places is just made up, so none of the names truly matter. Well, grasp, I already told you that, so however long it take y'all to grasp things, it do. Meaning when I said we could just name ourselves, well, follow names that's given out. So this is y'all name, this is y'all nationality, according to that system. According to reality, you name yourself the same way you was named. So in that, we haven't named ourselves. Everything's simple. Now, if you programmed, you say, that ain't part of my program. But you know when a person programmed, because after something deep is said to them, they just go back to their program. Like, no, but, and then they say the same thing they said already. That part. Some of y'all programmed in that way. Whatever you disagree with that I say, you're just going to go back to your program. Never addressing what I said, though. So if you believe we from Africa, you're going to go into your African spiel. Say, no, Solace, we blah, 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 blah. You already got the programming in your mind. But you're not going to answer anything that I actually just said in regards to our nationality being North American and everything else I said. You're not going to speak on any of that because all that's fact and truth. That's just overlooked. You're going to go back to your programming. No, we're Africans because the good brothers, Dr. Malachi York, and go right back into the programming. This is things that's just put into y'all mind. Y'all know it how y'all know it. Others know it that way, then y'all view that as truth. And anything that go against that, y'all view as lie, even though y'all haven't come to terms with whatever y'all pumping don't even make sense in life. Y'all think everybody came from Africa. If everybody came from Africa, all you'd have is a bunch of Africans everywhere. Again, if we all came from Africa, then all you'd have is a bunch of African-looking people everywhere. What is this, magic tricks? You from Africa, you move to Europe, then you just turn white, my nigga? Really? That's how that works. Some of y'all say no over time and evolution, Solace, you don't understand. No, you don't understand your program like I just said. So now you're going to say no, over the course of time, people can turn from white to black, overlooking reality. And niggas been coming from Africa since before you was born. They still African. Y'all don't think there's Africans that came over here in the 1800s? And their family line is still here today? And they still look African. My descendants that was on these lands was black. And they was mixed in with white people, and here I am. But you still view me like, nah, he black. He still ain't white enough. You get it? The blood still ain't white enough. He black. Like that. If you could go to another place, mix in with the white people, and still be black, you try to convince me Africans could go from Africa to Europe, and over the course of time, they could turn white. Even if we already know shit, even if they mix and merge with a white person, the baby still look black. That part. How we all started in Africa, and everybody in the world. Then we merged out from Africa, and everybody became different. If we all started from Africa, it would just be Africans everywhere. In that, you have to have a mind and know, hold on, this whole we all started from Africa thing got to be a lie. Because in reality, what he just said does make sense. You telling me the European lands only allow whiteness to come to be? Meaning man is not born out the ground, he born out of a pussy. That's a person. But according to y'all intellect, y'all say everybody derived from Africa. And as they spread out, evolution over time turned them into whatever you see. The China man, he truly from Africa. But him being in China made him look like a Chinese person. So according to y'all stupidity, you know what that means? Soil, ground, air is racist. You cut on. If you are African and go to China and evolution turn you Chinese, that means the energies over China. This is what's pulling a man out. You get it? You telling me the place is responsible? So that means Europe is responsible for white people because they was African. Then when they left Africa, they went to Europe. And then the evolution over Europe turned them white. And the same evolution over China turned them motherfuckers Chinese though. If you following what I'm saying, you should be laughing. Like, oh yeah, I didn't think of that. When we say everybody was African and migrated to different places and they look different now, and evolution is the reason for this, we're basically saying evolution is racist. So the evolution force over Europe is white, my nigga. If you from Africa, you gonna go there and turn white. The evolution forces over China, they're gonna make your eyes Chinese, man. We talking about evolution. This is not even a physical thing. This is just man evolving. But we gonna say the place is responsible for the evolution of the person, changing their complete appearance. A lot of the theories and things y'all go on are completely stupid if you measure it to reality. How could we all be from Africa and then magically change into all these different appearances? The only way that would happen is if people from different places are mixed breeding, meaning people from Africa migrated somewhere else and there were people there. And because they mixed breed, this is how you got a new people. A black person merged with a white person, you get a mulatto. That's like a Puerto Rican. But Puerto Rican only got to do with place, but in regards to appearance, you get something different than the white person and the black person, you get something in the middle. That's how evolution works. In regards to one changing in their appearance. Meaning in regards to a black race of people changing into a white race of people, that's the only way it would happen. Them going to another place and just being there for thousands of years is not going to make them white and straight hair. Because they not born out of the place. They born out of the vagina they are. And that vagina got peasy black nigga hair. So that's what they gonna have for eons to come. And the only way you gonna change that nigga hair, you gotta put some white genes in that thing. I wouldn't care how much time go by. They gonna be black. When you dealing with the indigenous people, they don't turn nothing else to white. Meaning they been black all this time, blood. They still black right now. Think of Sentinel Islands. They might be the last of the uncontacted indigenous people in the whole world. And they black. That means that race of people been around before every civilization you know of now. Again, when you're looking at the Sentinel Island indigenous people, that race or strand of man been around before every nationality you see now, where Puerto Rican is a new thing made by Italy and Spain. They came to those lands and domesticated those people and named it and developed it. It's like I said, two different groups of people merged and you get a new people. And you name it what they want. That's dependent on the place. But them people come before that. And before all the nationalities y'all could think of, those indigenous people from Sentinel Island, their history go all the way back to BC times probably. Meaning they've been black, looking like that and living like that since BC time. Generation after generation. Wherever they migrate to, because they're not originally from where they are now. Wherever they migrate to, it haven't seemed to change them. They haven't been around since BC times. Doesn't that debunk y'all evolution theory that everybody comes from Africa and they went over here and there and then evolution made them white and Chinese and this and that? That part. Everybody don't come from Africa. Don't know one place start first over the next. Y'all are lost in y'all agendas. And the who was first games. I think it's some glory in that. But it ain't. It's just childish. And so y'all African theories and all y'all black theories, they just based on that. Saying we was first and all other, you get it? Shit that got to do with ego and one being lost on the self. Selfish nature. That part. But when we do that, we just water our own self down. Just like when we act like we invented everything. We just watered the things down that we did invent. Like hip-hop. And hip-hop is $1 billion business that none of us own, but we started it. But we overlook our real glories that we created to pull for things we ain't even sure of who created. Whatever's in creation, let's just claim it already. Mind you, we created many things now. We've created many things in the past. A lot of it's stolen. A lot of the stuff we create now is stolen. But some of the things we created, we did get credit for in the past, and a lot of the things we create now, we do get our credit for. That part. And there's things that we created now that we ain't getting credit for. But y'all pulling for things in the past we didn't get credit for. We not the people of the past. It ain't my job to prove to you what you stole from my daddy if you stealing from me right now. I don't need to prove to you you stole my daddy's earnings back in the day. Blood, you stealing from me right now. And that's all I can recoup. That part. Again, hip-hop is $1 billion business. Ain't one black person sued. It's no secret we created that. That is not a secret. No one will argue with that. Not one black person owns any hip-hop corporation. We talking a machine. Yeah, they have their little independent labels. Under greater labels. These labels being white. You get it? There's no corporation having to do with hip-hop where it's black owned and there is no higher than that. Mind you, we made that. That part. You know why ain't nothing changed with that? Because we arguing that we the ones that built the pyramids. We the ones that did this and that. Instead of taking claim of the deep intellectual things we've created now. You proving we built the pyramids 20,000 years ago only prove we were slaves on the land because the niggas doing the labor so waste the lessers. So to prove we built that pyramid, all you prove is y'all was the laborers. The architects don't do no work. They write the plan. If the black peoples was the one doing the labor, more than likely the architects was white. Because you're going to slave out what you ain't. You follow? That part. And so we don't need to prove that we built anything. Prove we the architects of things or shut the hell up. In regards to hip hop, we are the architect of that. The breakdancing and all that greatness. But ain't nobody looking to claim glory to that unless y'all just satisfied with talk. Everybody said we the creators of it, so that's good enough. But it ain't. If people that didn't create it are getting billions of dollars every year off it, then it's not good enough that they just say we created it. That's not good enough. And how can y'all be satisfied with that? And if you white, this is not one of those videos. I know white people scarred, so y'all like, you get it? Anything I'm saying is always balanced. So white people have to have their place. They didn't turn it into $1 billion business, but you get it? They brought it into business. In that, its worth is its worth. So they not null and void. You get my point? Meaning black people and white people work really good together. And then the honor is what fucks it up. I'll say it again. White people and black people mesh together really well. Meaning we could come up with some shit, and I swear to God, ain't nobody gonna get more bread out that shit for you than the white boy. That's their glory. And I ain't here to rob nobody of their glory, especially if it help us. Meaning I'm not saying we need to do away with white people in hip hop. They have a place in hip hop. That's that business part. You follow? And everybody need to claim their own goddamn works and work together fairly. You get my point? It don't matter if you white and you got hip hop and y'all own it. To keep business good, you got to be fair. Hip hop ain't a business that's gonna be around for 3 days, so you need to get all you could get now. Hip hop been around for a while. It's gonna be around forever for the most part. It's one of them forms of music. It's simple. It's literally like children's stuff. So every generation of children gonna always fall into hip hop because it's literally and songy and dancey. And all the other forms of music is a little more deeper. You have to have experience in life to truly understand a real love song. Barry White kicking that fire. You got to have experience to truly grasp what he talking about. To really like it. But you don't have to have that much intellect to listen to a rap song and be like, yeah, I like that. And that the kids gonna always fall into it generation after generation. And that hip-hop's gonna be around for as long as you have kids being born. It wouldn't matter the race the kid come from. He could be an Indian. He gonna like hip-hop. He may be influenced to not to. But his first initial thing for him gonna be to like it. Arabs, they come to New York, and y'all see the young Arab boys. They get cornrows, they mimic the blacks, they fall right into the hip hop. Yemen Cheezer, that's not just, you get it? If you're not from New York or somewhere, you probably think like that's just one occasion. Every Arab store, you got the young boys in there, meaning you got the elder Arabs that own the store, then they hire their youngers. And these dudes get lost into the dudes in the neighborhood. In New York, you got stores. They owned by the Arabs. The Arabs' kids is running the stores. The young boys that sell weed and shit from the neighborhood, they chill in front of the stores. The Arab boys running the store become astonished by them. They start hanging with them. The black, you know how we are. We black. We not a racist people at heart, so we accept anybody in as long as you keeping it. You get it? You ain't gonna throw us under the bus. So we bring the Arabs in. Yeah, you can hang with us, man. You cool. Let us come in the store and shit like that. And so you get it? It be like your boy, never, OMG. That's real. That's not just that store. He ain't the only Arab with cornrows that's with the blacks. They are like that. If they young, they fall into our culture. Same with white kids. They fall into our culture being hip-hop. And that, Let me know if I'm still clear, because it's been frozen on my end for a while. But hip hop is a business that we created that's going to be around forever. At some point, we got to claim that and get that situated right. That's that was the first rappers in that thing, like what's the hip I forget their name, but Run DMC, all your earlies, all the way, up to like the mid 90s. These people should have ownership in the business. Say so in the business more than what we do now. Right now, we still selling our goddamn voice. Meaning we being bought, signed to deals, and then those that sign us the deals, they use us to influence the public on whatever they want the public to do and buy and shop. Hold on, I have to take a bathroom break. Okay, I'm about to end this soon. Hopefully y'all grasp thus far. And y'all get y'all ways together. That's the main thing. Most of you guys think wisdom is something where you come and just get filled up with a bunch of information. Wisdom got to do with your understanding. And the way to get your understanding right, you must become balanced in your ways. Meaning understanding is dependent on one's balance. And so wisdom have to do with the teacher bringing the error in your ways to your awareness. Like I said, y'all think wisdom got to do with a teacher putting a whole bunch of scholarship or this manipulation thing in your head or that programming. Wisdom have to do with you getting better in your ways. Wisdom have to do with you being balanced and fair in your ways, because your understanding is dependent on that. If you don't have no understanding, it don't matter what you told, showed, anything. And so everybody has to evolve in their understanding. The way for that to happen, you have to be balanced in your ways. You have to practice that. And so a true teacher, if you're someone who claims to be on a path of wisdom, the teacher should be showing you all the error in your ways in regards to your being fair and honest in your ways. Meaning, that's all wisdom would be. And at some point, you have to evolve to where you can see the error in your own ways if they don't align with balance and honor on your own. Most people are serving their self. In that, they don't see the error in their ways. They only see the way that they want it to be. And that's what they fighting for. Their own self and their own perspective. You have to evolve to understand, no, there's a balance. Understanding has to do with that balance, not one side picking the next. If the judge is a goddamn blood and he just taking all the blood side, he is not worthy to be a judge, which is someone who's supposed to be balanced, of higher authority, of higher mind than the two, you get it? Sides that's opposing. This is what we supposed to be as wise people. Meaning y'all think wisdom got to do with y'all parading around wisdom. Or parading around scholarship. Wisdom have to do with you parading around balance and honor. That part. Lie and unfair go against wisdom. How can lie be wisdom? Wisdom is dependent on truth. That part. And therefore, if you're someone into wisdom, balancing on it is the only thing. Like I said, your having understanding is dependent on that. I could tell you all the scholarship all day. This other person could program this thing into your head all day. All you're going to be able to do is regurgitate the programming. In regards to you having understanding on your own truly, where I say you explain it, you're not never going to have that until you get understanding. You're not going to have understanding until you become understanding. And so how understanding are you? Because your understanding is dependent on that. Meaning your understanding things is dependent on how understanding you are. And this is a fair thing. You don't have to understand nobody's side or anything. You could just be selfish and say, I don't want to understand nothing, I choose not to. And if it ain't on my side, I don't need to understand it. But that's an immaturity. For one to truly get the point and understand a thing, you have to have both sides, not falling into one side or the other, but staying balanced, and you get it? Whatever is right and sufficient, so that's what it is. Still avoiding the sides. And that, you get my point? Y'all come here, y'all are learning that. Meaning this whole video is showing y'all the error in y'all ways, the error in y'all perspective. And that you could take it and reflect and see, okay, I ain't really been learning like I could have. He right, I have been letting my mind wander off into dumb shit. Instead of getting the point, practicing the things he teaching, bettering my ways, and seeing if that actually help. Like that, y'all are not applying the wisdom, y'all are not practicing the wisdom. Y'all are listening, and then y'all looking for something to disagree with. You think if you find something to disagree with, then this magically make you wise now. Y'all view wisdom as a competition. If I could beat him or make him wrong on something, now I'm wise, but it don't work like that. Ain't nobody gonna magically just follow you because of that. You get it? And wisdom ain't that fragile, it is dependent on one thing. It's like I told y'all. If you disagree with some things I say and you agree with some things I say, you still lost, because everything I say is on one accord. Balance and honor is the foundations of anything I'm teaching. In that, whatever I'm saying to you, they got to do with that. Even if I'm explaining to you nationality, and I say all people can't come from one place, I already know that's a falsehood, because that don't fit in the balance. And all life show you is balance. The sun rises and it set. You inhale, then exhale. It's that give and receive thing, that balance thing, that tide thing. And that's what man supposed to be, that tide. Not either side of it, but what controls the fair measure. It's time. The seed is planted for a time, then the harvest have to be given back at a time. Man inhale, he can hold that breath in as long as he can, but you get it? Like that. It's a smooth balance, give and receive, tide. And that thing is shown to man every day of his existence. From the sun setting to this thing, that thing, everything. Man lost in the books, and whatever man say, he don't look to learn from life in the way I just said. And you know why y'all can't observe life like that and learn from it? You don't have no balance. You don't practice it. It's not something you believe in the heart. That's why you don't practice it. Anybody could say, I believe in balance and blah, 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 blah. But the heart going to determine the truth of the matter. If you really don't feel that way, you ain't going to stand on it and practice it. It's going to be unauthentic when you're doing it. And that you don't get the results of what balance is. Meaning if y'all can become balanced in y'all ways, and it's a gift for you. Look at life like that. When you're learning directly from life or someone who is, like I always say, I'm nature's samurai. If you're learning from somebody that's teaching you the way I am, I'm not talking about a fraud or anything, but whatever you learn in regards to self, in the bettering of self, if you can better the self, there's a reward at the end of it. This is not dependent on man. You get it? When I became balanced and fair in my ways, practicing that comes first. I just started practicing that. Like, I don't want no unfairs in my space, because that's what create, hardship. You go through hardship, you learn if you're paying attention. So I learned fast. And so once I started practicing that, making sure I'm fair in my ways, keeping everything balanced. If someone looks out for me, I know when I owe them. I look back out for them in the time to come if they need. Even if they don't, I still look out. Keeping everything balanced, all the relationships fair, all my indulgences fair. Keep my perspective fair. Not biased on, I like this person more, this person's my friend, but keep the perspective fair. And that the mind start evolving. You get it? And then there's a glory at the end. It's a thing called understanding. When you become balanced and fair in your ways, you will acquire a thing called understanding. And that whatever you see, hear, read, you'll understand it. That part. And it goes with everything else. Meaning, this is what wisdom is. Learning the error in your ways, correcting it, and then receiving the glory after. When I teach y'all about true poverty and wealth, it's having to do with the mind and emotional state. If some of y'all applied it to yourself, you get my point? You'd be basking in the glories of the after. Like I always tell y'all, I'm not rich and famous, but I damn sure seem like I'm having a gooder time than y'all, and I'm happy. Some of y'all more wealthy than me. Some stars is wealthier than me, but I look better. Y'all getting mad as fuck every time I say it. Get it? Like that. Your glory ain't dependent on money. It's dependent on how you carry yourself and treat yourself. You could clean your skin and grease it up and take care of yourself. You could put on a clean shirt. That ain't got nothing to do with a certain amount of money. You could iron that motherfucker. You could carry yourself neat and clean in your ways and proud in your ways of yourself because of your works. Carrying it in that way. Making sure you fair and honest in your ways, because cleanliness go with that. Not filthy. And none of these things is dependent on money or a certain monetary value. You follow? Meaning some of y'all think wealthy and wisdom go together. Wisdom is a wealth on its own. This is why y'all be looking at me getting so jealous, like I'm the richest nigga on the planet. Like whatever I'm doing is the most evil thing ever existed. This niggas killing niggas right now. All I do is break down wisdom. You got niggas crying like I'm hanging people. Come from that, the glory, the way they perceive it. Some of y'all like, no, I thought you was rich. That's my point. It's the wisdom. It bring a different status to you when it's real. You got people that's wealthy, they look all dirty and shit. Y'all like, damn, I never known they was rich. The way they carry it don't have nothing to do with those things. Now, if you would have been applying these deep lessons I was giving y'all, Some of y'all will be wealthy in your mind and in your emotional state. In that, you get it? You happy, people ain't bringing you down so much. You figure people troll me, I probably around the clock. Some of it I see, some I don't. And people don't even know you exist. You depressed and I ain't. You get it? It's because of that. The glory heavier than the low shit. All you got to do is clean up the mind and the emotional state. The happiness and all the good things is there. In regards to the mind, the clarity is already there, but you just got a bunch of filth over it. Once one can get balanced, they can start receiving off the gifts that come directly from life. And once you're on a path and a flow, and life is kind of guiding you, and you let life take care of you, most of y'all are still trying to control your life, but you have to because you're lost in life. But when you're not lost in life and you one with life, life is the creator. Not all these false ideals y'all got and these gods y'all got, but the creator. This is existence, life itself. When you become in flow with that, and you trust that, you follow? All will be well for you. You just focus on your purpose, your talent, your gift from life, and all the gifts that you've received from life. You gotta have gratitude to notice it. If you're too lost into the physical materials, you're gonna overlook all the splendors bestowed upon you. Some of y'all beautiful. You ain't grateful though. You broke your shit right now and you're lost in the finances only. So you overlook all your beauty and the worth in it. And if you use that beauty honestly, not in a corrupt manner, there's the wealth you searching for right there. You already have it. You follow? That part. Some of y'all good at this thing or that thing. But all outside of all those things, being grateful. Overlooking my glory right here. All I need to do is become aware of that shit. Whatever I'm looking to receive off this thing, I already got the thing, and that's the glory in itself. If you gonna get an abundance of wealth off your wisdom, then the wisdom is what matters and what should matter to you more than anything. If you gonna get an abundance of wealth off your looks, it's not your looks that should matter to you. Well, it's not the money that should matter to you, but the looks. This is the foundations of what's coming in. And so that's my point. The glory lie in the gifts from life. If you good looking, that's a gift from life. Simple thing. If you bad looking, you just ain't taking care of yourself. That part. You say, I got bad skin. Yeah, drink soda and shit like that. You ain't taking care of yourself. Maybe you don't have an understanding of substances. But whatever the case is, any flaws or any insecurities or low thing got to do with one lacking on an aspect of self. So if you have any insecurities, always remember that. It just got to do with me lacking on myself in that area. You get it? So put the attention where the attention need to be, so you don't have to have those lower demons or energies, dragging and influencing you around. Can one of you guys let me know if I'm still live, because it's frozen on my end? Okay, it's good now. I apologize. They be doing little things on here, so throw me off. But thank you, Maddie Sykes. If you come here with the right mindset and you're not getting lost into your lower emotions and all the stupid egos and things, and you come here grasping he's way wiser than us, whatever he's doing outside of our presence, this is where the glory lies. And I need to get that wisdom. starts with what I'm giving y'all. You gotta become balanced in your ways, practice that. All scholarship, your understanding life, all this is dependent on that. When you do it, you will notice. But it's not something you need to force or feel like I'm gonna be fair because I want wisdom. You should have went through enough imbalances yourself. Meaning you should have been treated unfairly enough, your own self, where you know, like, no, there's some fair shit go on both sides of the spectrum. It ain't just me being unfair, but I get that too. So I need everything to be balanced out for that. When you do it just for balance itself, not because I want to get wise or this or that, but just because you've been through enough of this negative thing, your own self, where you done with it. When you done with the thing, you get it? Like that. You selling dope, you living the wrong kind of life. When you done with it, come get wisdom. You'll be done with it when you go through enough hardships and have enough experience with this criminal lifestyle to where you say, I can't get served out of it and I'm done trying. It's a waste of my time. It's been a waste of my time. Whatever good moments I got out of it, they didn't last. And what keep lasting is this hardship. If I could go in that jail getting shot at, being around these goddamn addicts all day, ain't none of this healthy for me. Ain't none of this evolving me as a person. It's keeping me to where I was as a kid when I first started this dumb shit. And this is the awakening most of y'all need. That's lost in that life. And you're older. You're just stagnating yourself out of fears that you might not have as much as you did when you were in the streets. If you could do good the wrong way, you can't even fathom what you could do the right way. Most of y'all got to grasp that. The effort you put into doing things the wrong way, in your criminal behavior, in your unjust ways, and you actually got progress, you got to grasp if you did things the right way, shit, you would have got way further along than whatever you got there, because that's going to come to an end. That's a whole game in itself. And so, I like how you put that, Maddie Sykes. You a woman or a man? Maddie Sykes said, when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the fear of change, only then will a person try and change. There you go. So some of y'all grasp what I'm saying then. You got to be done with the thing. You've been punishing yourself for 10 years. You a God. Yeah, a lot of people like that come here with the wrong perspective, and that they don't get the deep lesson. And that a lot of things they suffering with, the griefs and all this dumb stuff, these things ain't getting fixed when they come here and get the knowledge. They too scarred, beat down, they lost into the materialism. They think they wisdom is dependent on them having monies and this thing and that thing, and these things are separate. In that, most of y'all want to get wise because y'all think it's a means to ending y'all poverty. Your poverty ain't your problem. Your ugly ass ways is your problem. This is the problem in regards to the world. Your poverty just your own individual pride. You get it? Meaning everybody's poverty is dependent on their pride. And you starving? That part. You ate today? You got a roof over your head? You got clothes to wear? Now you probably complain about, oh, I don't like what I eat, and I don't like the clothes I got, and I don't like this roof I got. You get it? Like that. And that, there's your poverty. No gratitude. You can't build off. You can only build off gratitude. Meaning you have to be aware of what you have in the moment for that to evolve into more. Most people think it's about throwing away what they have to receive new. That's only good if what you got is not good. If what you got is good and the blessing, I don't care how minute it is, that little small seed can evolve into a lot more, but you have to be grateful of it, the seed. You gotta be grateful of the apple seed to even get to the apples. Otherwise, you throw the apple seeds away and say, I don't need that dumb shit with the apples. But those seeds was the source of you having apples and not having to walk around talking about where is the apples, begging niggas to point you in a direction. But you have no respect for the source of the thing. And so it's like that. Most of y'all, your grief, your poverty, your hardship, it's all dependent on you not being grateful. The extent of your gratitude is the extent of your happiness. And most people don't realize that. Meaning y'all all say y'all want to be happy. And the happiness ain't dependent on how much money you can get or this material thing you can get. Your happiness is dependent on how grateful you are for what you do have. The main thing being life itself. Being able to breathe, wake up, and actually do something for somebody else or yourself. Because you're not grateful for the things you should be. This is the extent of your grief. Your insecurities, you feeling like a bum, you feeling like, well, I don't make enough money in society, I can't even get no bitches. I can't even feel comfortable with a man because I ain't even got nothing. You creating your own hardship off of you just not being grateful. Why wouldn't a wealthy man not want to be with some of y'all? You ain't got no job shit going right now. You ain't even got a roof over your head. And every day you wake up, clean yourself, and you try to find a job and better your situation. Now, why wouldn't a man of any caliber not want to deal with you if you clean, keep up with yourself, and got a positive outlook? Or would what you have matter? You get my point? Y'all forget there's realistic people in life. You get lost into society, you don't measure up to society, then you look down on yourself. Then you say, man, you may look and say, I can't get with Silas because he got more than me. He wiser than me and shit. This your own perspective that you created. Just from what you see, you came to that conclusion. You say, shit, I'm fucked up right now. I ain't got nothing going. He ain't gonna fuck with me. Because you undermine self like that, overlooking all your great attributes, which don't have nothing to do with what you're doing at the moment. Everybody have their moment. What they got to do with who you are as a person. You could be a happy person. A great help. Whatever situation you in, you helping it to make it better. And that's your character. You come into a place it's a little beat up, you tidying it up. It's just your character. Motherfucker look like they need a little help. You trying to figure out how to get this solved. And you ain't got a pot to fucking piss in, but you like, no, I can still help though. I got good thoughts. You think don't none of that matter. Because you let yourself get shallowed out in society. And that you're not grateful for your own splendor. And you follow? Y'all undermine yourselves, y'all get lost into life, and then y'all miss all y'all blessings. More glorious. It's like I said, if you could be grateful for whatever you do have, it can evolve into more. If you can't be grateful for what you have, so your ungratefulness is going to be the extent of your grief. And your gratitude going to be the extent of your happiness. And there's no separating those two things. Meaning if you say, I want to be happy, it's dependent on how grateful you are. And your being grateful is dependent on how your perspective is. Some of y'all got a bad perspective. And that you say, I don't see what I got to be grateful of. I got to pretend like I'm grateful. No, you got to open up your mind and truly grasp how fucked up it could be for you. Everybody. That way you can look around and say, you know what? Shit ain't that bad. Like I've been sitting here carrying on. You build on that. Start paying attention to, the things you have to be grateful for. Most of y'all, you got a selfish nature. I gotta get what I could get mine. And that you don't realize, you get it? You mess up your gratitude. And when you mess up your gratitude, you interfere with your own happiness. You got a whole bunch of shit, but you want a whole bunch of other things, which is a reflection of your not being grateful. And that you don't get to enjoy what you do have, because you're like, I don't even want that, I want this. And that can never stop. Meaning you could be the richest person in life that could have anything you want, and you get my point? Because you don't have no gratitude with the self, everything you do accomplish, you like, I don't care about that, I want the new. And this is what most rich people suffer with. Being grateful. They've had too much to where it become watered down. Think like when you barely get shit and you get something, that shit mean a lot. And when you getting shit all the time, it become whatever. You get it? It become watered down to you, it don't mean nothing. You get everything you want. And that, it don't have that same effect to you where you like, I'm thankful. You like, I don't care, I want what I want. I'm done with all of this, I want new stuff. That part, your grief start right there. The moment you say, I don't care about this, I want that, you already there. Meaning you already grieving. And it's gonna evolve. Maddie said, I have so much to be grateful for, but I wallow in self-pity. Most people do. They think their flaws being brought up is an attack against them. Your flaws are your flaws. Your low moments are your low moments. Should make you thankful and grateful for whatever you do have. Most get lost in those low moments. It's that self-pity thing. Then they start spreading that self-pity. Talking about you got ego and a rich man is the devil. They hate wealth now. Wealth is a good thing. But because some wealthy people evil now, they hate wealth. They ain't gonna be impoverished for all their days. They gonna die impoverished because they don't get that. Meaning some of y'all running around with ideology like that. Wealth is evil. People evil, nothing else. It's that simple. You don't have to look at this thing as evil, that thing is evil, people evil. And whatever they get their hands on, so they gonna make it and use it how they do. Money ain't evil, neither is wealth. But whoever has it, grasp. That's why I say money is the root to evil. It don't say money itself is evil, it say it's the root to it. Meaning it's the starting cause. If a nigga ain't shit, that money gonna bring it out of him. If a nigga's a tyrant, that money gonna bring it out of him. If a nigga's a killer, that money gonna bring it out of him. Gonna reveal it. If a person is a good person, like that, the money gonna reveal it. Meaning you won't have anything negative to say that they did with this so-called wealth. Like that. In terms of negative things. And so most of y'all have to come here, apply the wisdom. Like I said, maybe you go to my website, get the conscious cleansing kit. That's something to help, clear out your mind and emotional state. Get you some of the lecture magazines when you get a chance. Read through those. You get to keep those so you can reread through them certain parts. And it should get you where you need to be. If your perspective of where you want to be in life have to do with a certain monetary value, you still lost in society. You should be done with all that stupid shit, and your mind should just be, I want to get myself together. In my getting myself together, my finances should come around. But more than anything, my mind and my emotional state. I have to get that together. Get some of these addictions out of here. Get some of these bad habits, flaws out of here. They what's blocking what, what is for me. Start there. You don't wallow away in your flaws and your pities and then pass it off onto others, looking to point out others' flaws. You just get your flaws together, because your flaws is what's bringing you down emotionally. You get it? Y'all bitterness have to do with self. Whatever problem you have outside of self, it got to do with self. It's just yours putting another face on it. It's hard to kind of deal with self. You ain't been treating yourself right. It's more likely you gonna be like, nah, this person, they the reason why I'm all fucked up because they did. You get it? It's hard for most people to say, fuck, man, I fucked up. I haven't been doing right by myself. In that shit ain't manifesting right. Now you can blame everybody else, but they ain't gonna change you. And if you is the only thing that's going to determine your outcome, blaming other people and looking for other people ain't gonna never serve you. Y'all works and whatever y'all do for self is what's gonna be the result for self. Not your blaming this person or that person, it still ain't gonna change your reality. Your reality is dependent on you. You're being able to, stand corrected with self and then move forward from there. Most people got too much pride. They're gonna look to push it off on somebody else. Okay, we get close to 3 hours. I have to go. But I'll come back and I'll do a video jumping straight into the title of this one. Maddie Sykes said, I'm from the UK. Yeah, I have a lot of UK followers and Canadian followers. Y'all come from places I never even I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all come from places I never even heard of. Try to mail you something, I don't even know how to get it there, but figure it out. In any event, come here, adjust the mindset. If you still got a mindset where you like, I think he got ego and this and that, just come back when you get it, when you mature. Because me doing all that simple-minded shit ain't got nothing to do with ego. That's clownery. You don't need to title that as nothing but that. And that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's just me playing. But in regards to the splendor, the wisdom, that's that. And when I'm breaking down wisdom, if it's in your mind, oh, he got ego, look how he wiped his lip. You just drunk off your envy. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just smooth. Say, no, you ain't. Well, you getting aggravated for something, so maybe you just come to terms with that. Blood is mad smooth, mad good looking, and whatever else you struggling with, where you like, that's ego, just come to terms with it and see how that work for you. Because that other shit ain't working for you. Meaning, saying I got ego it ain't working for you. It's making you mad. You come in here mad, bickering, it's not helping you. Meaning the low-life egos talks, it's not helping y'all. It ain't making y'all wiser, it ain't making y'all happier. So maybe you just come to terms with the realities of things. If you can't, then just remove yourself. But whatever you do, don't put yourself in a predicament where you're being unbalanced and you're aware of it. Meaning being unfair in your ways and your perspectives. Playing games on your own mind because you want it to be your way. So you like, no, but I'm right. You don't want to play them games with life. That's why I said y'all all know the tide in life. Life show you give and receive. You heard give and receive, or be fair and honest in your ways before you ever seen me. You get it? Don't have nothing to do with me. And so if you come in here with a mindset, oh, I got all the excuses to be unfair with him because I feel like he got ego or this or that, the life ain't gonna buy into that. That's childish and petty, and there's no excuse for you to be breaking any laws of nature. The sun can't say, I'm jealous of the moon today, so I'm just going to stay out. It don't work like that. You got to have control. You can have any ill will on or feelings you want, but acting on them, this is when. You get my point? You could feel like I don't want Solace to be the wisest, this thing, that thing. When you start to act on these things, I don't want to be filled with solace. When you start to act on it, you get my point? You're putting hardship on yourself. You cannot get around that. And so you better start adding up in your mind everybody that you're like that with. Because these things is the source of your hardship, your grief, in whatever form it comes. You get it? And whatever other impoverished things you could think of. That's going to be the source. Meaning once you're not fair with the person, you get it? You create the environment for things not to be fair with you. What is good for the goose is good for the gander, or whatever they say. Everything is connected. Gratefulness and happiness is connected. A person can't be happy if they're not grateful. How does that even work? You get it? How can you be happy about your life, anything, if you mad about it? You're not satisfied with it. How does that work? Like that. Y'all have a satisfactory perspective. In that, most of y'all say, I don't think I ever been happy. I don't remember being like just in a constant state of joy and happiness. I have my moments, but then I get aggravated and I don't. That happened because you ain't grateful. So your happiness ain't got no foundation. In that you have your moments. If you was grateful, do you get it? Gratefulness is happiness. In that, the more grateful you are, the more happy you will be. The less grateful you are, the more grief you will have. If someone says, hey, I got you a gift, and you say, man, I don't need this shit. You must be aggravated if you're doing that. Ain't nobody happy like, man, fuck this shit. I didn't want that. That's something you do when you're a little aggy. And that you can see here, ungratefulness do cause grief and aggravation. And the more ungrateful I become, the more my grief and aggravation raise. The more grateful I become, the more my happiness and my will to want to do things for others, the more that evolves. And so, y'all have to learn the connections in life, but before y'all can grasp these things, you have to practice balance and honor. And so it starts with those, like I teach y'all. It starts with that. Being able to acknowledge and discern authorities over you by your own choosing. Meaning you have to see me as, damn, he is wise. And even if I don't like how he look in regards to what I think wise should look like or this or that, I do got a mind to see he wiser than me. He haven't said anything unjust. Meaning there's nothing I said that if y'all did, y'all would be fucked. Whatever I've told y'all to do, if y'all would have did it, most of y'all thinking back now, like, I should have listened to fucking Solace. You going through some hard shit right now. And I already told you what to do back in the day. And you wasn't going through that hardship then. You was still a little young. Some of y'all started with me when you was 22. 8 to 9 years then passed. You 30 now. That part. You got experience to go on. A lot of the shit I told you then, you like, damn, he was right. Or you might be bittered out and angry now at life, so you ain't even thinking. Like that. Some of y'all been around for a while. I'm like your second brain. But you have to have the gratitude and the humility and say, like, when he speak, I listen to him. This don't have nothing to do with me being your authority. This have to do with you deciding who's going to be an authoritative figure in your life. And you listen to that. Life itself is my authoritative figure. And so whatever I'm shown or taught directly from life, I don't question it and be like, no, but I want it to be this way. Whatever it is because it's supposed to be. And whatever this better is that I'm desperately seeking, it will be that way when I evolve in a certain area. In that, I'm not ready for it. And life got everything, you get it? I'll flow with the life. And that I stay grateful for whatever I get. Because whatever I get, you get it? I ain't supposed to have. When I say supposed to have, meaning like, there's nothing in life to say that the amount of subscribers I got, there's nothing in life that say I'm supposed to have more or less. To just get 2 of y'all to listen. You get it? Some of y'all are looking and say, man, I ain't doing shit with 2 subscribers. That ain't nothing. You ungrateful. So the 2 ain't gonna go to 4 or 8 because you don't, you get it? You want what you want. Like that. I'm always grateful, and that my numbers slowly, constantly go up. Me not having to pay to make them go up or anything. And this is going against blackballing, blacklisting, people restricting my videos, all of that. But it still just go up like that. It's depending on the gratitude. I come in here and I'm able to play and joke and still have fun and not be all bitter in my ways. It's depending on that. I'm grateful that I ain't in the streets doing the wrong things no more. I wouldn't care if I was getting minimum wage off this shit. Nigga, minimum wage to do what I do is just fine with me. You follow? You got to weigh your shit out. Like, hold on. I don't do a whole lot, nigga. So, be grateful for what you do have. And you get it? You grow from there. You keep your mind on gratitude. Your happiness become more fixed and stable. You don't? Your joint be like flip-floppity. Thank you, Michael Gore. I'll say this again for those of y'all that give back. If you can give back, please give it back to my links, like my Cash App, PayPal. If you buy your time from my website, it's best you do it that way. If the only way you can do it is through Super Chat, then do your thing. I'm saying that because YouTube take a high percentage out of whatever y'all give. In regards to YouTube, you get it, they taxing. So let's say you gave me $100, 30, 40 of that going to YouTube. You follow? YouTube already don't pay me right. They let y'all restrict my videos and shit. And that, you get it? They interfere with my monetization. So I do have a little bit of a problem with YouTube making anything off me. It ain't like they on my side of shit. And so you get my point? You want to give back and you want it to get directly to me, you don't have to apologize. To give back, you doing it on your own, that's everything. You get my point? That's the most important point of everything. Meaning when those of y'all that do give back, I ain't at your door, I ain't got no shotgun down your mouth, so you truly just doing it on your own merit. You get my point? And that, so there is hope for people to be more just in their ways. You get it? So I look at it like that. If you tune into my videos and you looking and you like, damn, niggas is giving back, let that be a reflection of that. I ain't really charging niggas like, yo, you need to pay me this or that. I come teach y'all for free. And that y'all can take advantage of me, which a lot of y'all do. But to see some of y'all not on your own, that mean everything. You get it? Think if you was doing what I do. So you say, I gotta just hope they fair, or I won't really make shit. You get my point? These niggas out here robbing and stealing and doing all kind of crazy shit. I'm breaking down deep things they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know no other way. So I hope they give back. Other than that, shit get hard for me. Imagine if that was your reality. So most of y'all would say, I don't think I would get nothing. Get it? Think right now if you was giving away free food somewhere, anything. But you put free on it and you're like, I'm just hope, niggas, I'm gonna put a donation bin here. Hopefully somebody puts something in it. Most of y'all in y'all mind, you like, nah, I ain't doing that because niggas in the daytime ain't got no goddamn on. Ain't nobody gonna give me shit unless I force them. Unless I put a price on it, they ain't. Most of y'all been watching me, you like, shit, I learned just from you to never give nobody nothing for free. Blood, they been coming taking advantage of you for years. Meaning some of y'all that been in unfair like that, that's all you show people. You can't think everybody coming here with y'all perspective. Some people see the glory in what I do. They say, man, you just teaching me, giving niggas a higher mind. You don't give back, they create problems, you get my point? Like that. You gotta get to a place where you can see things on your own. But when I do see, some of y'all giving back, so it just show like everybody ain't low. You get it? Some people can evolve to do good on their own. Be fair on their own and start there. Before you can do charity and good work, shit, you got to be at least a little fair in your perspective. Otherwise, I don't see how that's going to happen. But thank you, brother, for the give back. The rest of y'all that gave back, I appreciate that. Like I said, if you give back in the future, try to make it directly to me. YouTube don't care about me too much. I respect YouTube because I earn off it, but fair still fair. So, try to grasp. Outside of that, come here to get wisdom. Don't come here so lost on the topic, the scholarship, but come here with the mind, whatever's said is good for the day. You get it? I ain't going off no script or nothing. In that you gotta grasp. I move on to life. I'm in flow with the life. The life determine what y'all get overall. You get my point? Meaning my message ain't scripted. So whatever happens when I come on, that's how the life want it to be. If you tune in and you like, damn, I wanted that wisdom on the Mayan calendar. The life didn't want that for y'all. You get my point? This was more important. Maybe you just don't know that. But this was what was more important. And so you get my point? I just do my part, which is, you get my point? I give the lesson. Whatever the life steer me to do, I don't go against it. You follow? If I come live and I'm about to explain this thing or that thing to y'all, and then I get up field to do something else, like that. Whatever you see is my plan, but my plan comes second. So if you say, man, he titled the video that's my plan, and that's beautiful, but that comes second. So that comes second to whatever the life wants y'all to have for the day from me. So watch this video over, whatever the case may be, change your perspective. Maybe you receive it indifferent. Maybe you can apply it to self, grow, start to grasp, and get out of the programmings. These are all the groups where they telling you to be like this and think like this. slandering one another, doing childish things that have nothing to do with wisdom. Get out of that. Focus on yourself when you interacting with people. This is just fellowship. You're networking. You're enjoying things outside of yourself. And you should never confuse that with wisdom. Peace and wisdom, Alandis. Never confuse that with a path or a school of wisdom. You in a religion, you a Hebrew Israelite, you a part of the conscious community. These are not environments of wisdom. These are just environments of people who come together under mutual imprecations, mutual agreements. And these agreements that they have amongst themselves, this perspective they have amongst themselves, this is what's forced onto the world. In regards to you as an individual, getting individual tending to, you're not going to find those in religions or any of these groupings. These groupings got to do with the whole, but you an individual. So when you come in here, I ain't a part of no groupings. I assist the person with their individualism. Not them being selfish in their nature, them being lost in the I, but the cleaning up of the self, the mind, the emotional state, getting some of the programming out, you being free a little bit, growing to make good decisions for your own self. I'm not here to teach you what diet you're supposed to have. You a Hebrew, a conscious community follower, this thing, that thing, they already got a diet set for you. They already got a way of life they want you to live set for you. That's not what you come in here for. You come in here to evolve into your own greater mind so you can make the best decisions for you. Knowing those decisions are best. Can't nobody make a better decision for you than you. You could make bad decisions for yourself. This is a lack of you not, dealing with self. Getting to know self flaws, things like that. But nobody can make a better decision for you than you when you in tune with yourself. If you're not in tune with yourself, then maybe somebody can give you better advice for yourself than you. But the advice ain't good. It's just better than the advice you have for yourself. And the advice you have for yourself is null and void because you're not tending to the self. And that you got to go outside of self for self. What you think I should do? Y'all will ask people, never realizing whatever they say is the wrong answer because they not me. It don't matter if what they say is even good. It could be good. Thank you, Sir Jones. Salam, shalom. What they tell you could even be good, but it's not better than whatever you would have came up with had you been in tune with self. And so when you come here, come in that mindset, I'm tending to self. At some point, I have to get out of these different groups. If these groups do not want to be my friend, then it wasn't real to begin with. Meaning if you got to think and act and do whatever somebody else tell you, they have no respect for you or love for you. So you should be able to follow whatever you want, live how you choose if it's good and just. And you should still be able to have fun and hang out with your Hebrew Israelite brothers. They shouldn't judge you. See, I'm on a path to wisdom. I follow solace in regards to knowledge, where we have built up a friendship. So I still want to be your friend. And you just a Hebrew, and I'm just on my path to life I'm on now. But in regards to chilling, they not going to hang with you. They going to show their true colors. If you're not down with this group and do what we say and see things how we say, we ain't your buddy. And you don't want to live your life like that. A lot of people, Christians, they tune in here, they grasp every word I say about Christianity. Then they think on their real life. They say, shit, if I go to my church, all my friends is there. A lot of old ladies, that's their life, going to church. That's their friends, that's their hangout. And so do you get it? They're looking at it from that perspective. Damn, if I go to church and tell them I can't be a Christian no more, that's not right. But I still got a relationship with some of y'all. I would like to hang out with y'all still. Just not on that time. They not gonna fuck with you. They love and respect for you ain't real. They like gang members. If you doing whatever the gang say, we rock with you. The moment you decide you don't want to be down with the gang, and so this is what religious people is. These little groupings y'all have. They just gangs for adults. Kids usually fall in the gangs, so they gangs is violent. Adults still fall in the gangs too, but they gangs is like religions, political groups, these things, that thing. These things never serving itself, just pulling itself away from self. Y'all learn a lot of anger and hardship from these things. A lot of hate. A lot of y'all was fine. You got on your path of wisdom. You all angry and bitter now. Talk about I gotta reach the world. You all rude and disrespectful. What the fuck happened to you? When the hell did wisdom be coming at? Wasn't you seeking wisdom so you could get better in your ways? Now you done forgot about you. You cursing people out. You yelling at people talking about I gotta reach people. Yeah, but you learned that from that group. Y'all learning hate and anger, not wisdom. Y'all are not reflecting on y'all life to say, hold on. I like this group, but at the end of the day, what the hell? We spending our days arguing with motherfuckers talking about we gotta wake people up. Ain't the glory in my just waking up? And whoever else could grasp from our ways, then they just grasp. And become dedicated to lower things, controlling things. The group you in is a control thing. So do you get it? You get lost into that. You think it's your job to control everybody and everybody got to see things how you see it. All everybody got to do is be balanced and just in their ways. You could be whatever you want. I wouldn't care until I see that go against honor and balance. A Christian could be a Christian, but their beliefs go against honor and balance. It ain't fair that God gonna die for our sins. We not above God. And sin ain't a good thing that you get reward for. And so the morality in the religion don't, meaning the path of life I'm on, that's crazy. That have nothing to do with balance and morals. That have to do with the opposite. You telling me God got to die for my bad doings? How is that just? And that is not an ideology I can live by. That part. Most of y'all haven't gotten there where you like, hold on, that don't even make sense. That's sacrifice. That's selfishness. When something get thrown under the bus for your bad wrongs. God don't die because we sin. That is that. Scapegoat shit where you throw something under the bus for your own wrongdoings and you play dumb on it. Like, no, it's supposed to be like that. They did it. That's what Christianity is. It's a sacrilege. A sacrifice religion. It's a selfish thing. A Satan thing. And this is why y'all say, like, I know sin. Y'all know sin bad. Y'all know it don't make no sense that why would God, which is the personification of good, remove one of the O's. Why would the personification of good, that being God, die for bad? Sin being bad. How does that even make sense to somebody who is just and fair in their ways? In that, I know a Christian ain't fair. They're lost in their Satan, they self. They gonna get life for their bad doings. All they care about is the receiving of what they heard they was gonna receive. God gonna die for my sins. I'm gonna get life. That's what they lost on only. In that, they wouldn't care what's happening to God. In that, they never noticed, hold on, the God is quite beat up, spit on. It's been highly disrespected. And here I am, acting like that's a matter to overlook. Because I'm going to, again, when you see God beat up, spit on, this is not good. And if you think it is, You get it? Meaning some of y'all Christians, y'all truly don't grasp what I'm saying. You live in this world. When you live in this place and you see God beat up, or what they saying is God, and he beat up, frail, got a diaper on, a goddamn bird nest on his head, spit all dripping off his face, humiliated. That means you in a place that do not respect God. Do you follow? Meaning some of y'all better open your eyes to the world you in, so you could see the Christianity and all these other groups you fallen into. They exactly what I said. Otherwise, you explain to me, what do God need to be beat up for, spit on, kill and die for people's bad wrongs? What do that have to do with one coming to know God and becoming good in their ways? I thought religion had to do with that. Y'all learning God, becoming like God in y'all ways. This is fair and balanced, kind. But y'all religion talking about God got dogged out. God can't even get touched. So that's a whole lie. So now I gotta overlook this lie that God got beat up, even though I know God can't be touched. God can't even be seen. So whatever you got planned for God, it wouldn't matter. But I gotta overlook that because the religious say that he beat him up. And he got a physical son and shit. And we all are physical manifestations of the Creator. This is how we was created. But I gotta overlook that and say, no, this one specific weird looking motherfucker, he looks Spanish and shit. He's the Son of God. And all of us are just here, right? See, when you got truth in self, say, hold on, that don't make sense. If you understand my parents is my Creator, my God, and on the other side of them is the Creator, our God, that being existence in life itself. And my having this physical parents is only trial and error of how I view the Creator. The Creator being life and existence. If you can't respect your parents for bringing you into life and giving you existence, you could never love and respect the Creator. Because all created things is in creation. And then they have the power to create themselves. But we all live in existence. None of us being existence itself. If you die, I don't die. In that you're not existence itself. You just your own individual in existence. And you hold the powers of this existence. That's the Creator. You can create life too. But you're not the source of this. The Creator is that. The source of existence. The source of life. Your parents have that power, so they created life, which is you. You're supposed to respect them like that. You see how y'all say y'all respect God and love God because he created all things? You don't say I'm mad because God didn't buy me a pair of new Jordans, or I feel like I should have got this or that. You say you love God just because of the creation, and you get mad at your own personal creators for anything of that nature. So man will get mad at his parents, his creators, for not giving him things and buying them things they want. But whatever they do get from their parents or anyone else, then they say God did it. You follow? Like that. They have no care about God. This is just a tool they use whenever they feel fit. But when you truly understand the Creator, which is existence itself, and you thankful for having that existence, knowing you could be in the abyss, unconsciousness, and knowing anything you want physically is dependent on this existence that you have for the moment. When you get to a place where you can grasp that, whatever problems you have with your own creators, which is your parents, They should go away. But if you cannot grasp the importance of existence, the creator, that part, you overlook the existence your parents gave you. And so if you can't love and respect your parents for just that, you could never wholeheartedly say, I love the creator. No, you don't, because the creator is just creation itself. All the creator gave to all of us was existence. He didn't give you no physical thing. He gave you hands and shit to get it yourself. You ain't mad at him for nothing you ain't got. That part. When you grow to love your parents like you pretend you love this creator you never even seen, all will be real. That part. The same way you pretend like you got a problem with your parents and overlook the existence they gave you, your love for the real creator is just as shabby as that shit. But when you come to a mind where you like, yeah, my parents giving me life, it truly ain't nothing greater than that. And I've been looking at everything the wrong way. This is why I'm full of grief. When you get there, and it's true, where you really get it, like, oh yeah, I didn't think of that. I was broke and ain't have shit, so I was mad at my parents, but now that I got some money, I ain't really mad at them. Because this is how y'all are. Now I have a fucking hardship, now you mad at your parents. Then you get a little money, now you like, oh, I ain't worried about it. Like that. When you get to a place where you grasp the existence and the life I have is everything, nothing else truly matters. I could be a bum with no job, no money, nothing. I still have life. That means I still got hope. Whatever job I want, whatever I want, it's dependent on me having existence. I still got that. And that I haven't lost anything. Meaning whatever you lose physically don't matter if you grasp I got life and existence. I'm still in the game, big baby. And all the niggas that pass, you feel me? They out the game. They out the existence. They still in the existence, but you get it? My aspect. They out of it. They on their way to no existence. All is a process. When you get the grasp, time gonna come when you ain't gonna have breath to breathe. You're gonna be suffocating. Say the dead stop breathing. Yeah, the soul's still there though. The soul stopped breathing. That part. The soul is suffering now. Meaning y'all like how breathing feel? Life is a balance. Prepare for not breathing. And how you deal with this not breathing is going to be determined by how grateful you are. How fair and balanced you are. You ain't got no balance in you, you're going to be like, why I can't breathe and getting all mad. Not respecting the balance of life to say I had daytime for 12 hours. Humble myself and get adjusted to this night. If the day was good for me and the night is being presented for me as well, it's good. It's from the creator, it's from life. I need to just come to terms with this side as well. Both sides being here to serve me anyway, so when you get there, then you can grasp things. And you follow? Pull into that higher self or whatever the case may be, but all starts with balance. That's the best thing I can say for most of y'all. I'm getting a little tired. Meaning talking a lot, it makes my head and shit. Dries me out. Wisdom and truth is not like frivolous talk. You get it? Come from the fabrics of self. And so you follow? When I'm speaking these words, so I gotta replenish after that. Like, my words is my breath, my soul. It's coming off that. And so y'all got 3 hours worth of my soul. You get it? And that, goddamn head hurt. Hector said, who was the wisest dead man or woman? Salami. Like what you said, Michael Gorham, he said, instead of being the life, they glorify the death of life. Most people serve death and don't realize it. So Christians serve death. They say God gonna die and all this other shit about death. They serving the death, thinking it's the way to get life. But death and life are two separate things. You can't get life through death. Man eat food. This is life killed so he can get on with his life. Man be starving, he about to die, he gotta hunt some food. That's real life, ain't no supermarkets, that's a falsehood. But even if you go to the supermarket, you're still partaking in killed life. You just ain't had a heart to do it yourself or just too lazy, but you're still just as guilty as the person that shot down the animal. You're still just as guilty as the person that picked the vegetation out the ground. That was a life, it was growing. Nobody came down and told man to touch anything. He did that on his own nature. The Creator didn't tell none of y'all personally, you can have some of this fruit and shit here. You can have this animal, that. The Creator didn't tell y'all that. If you say yes, he did in the book of that part, you lost on books. We talking about life. The man write books, you dumbed out. Go ahead and pretend to yourself like, God wrote that book. Yeah, you real slow. We're like really slow. Meaning playing dumb must be your thing. Because God don't write books. And you already know man wrote that book. And I don't care if you say, well, he was bestowed with the Spirit of God. Then why the fuck y'all worship killing and death and God dying? Why would God write that about himself? You telling me God gonna write that he died and all this dumb shit? Hell no. In the book, Jesus ain't want to die. The blood was pleading his case. He said he ain't did whatever y'all said he did. That part. So miss me with the, no, God want to die. No. Whatever y'all reading ain't got shit to do with God. And God ain't come down and tell nobody to touch nothing here. That part. How about y'all was supposed to just be born, see, and that was enough. See but don't touch. Now you get a perspective of life. And leave before you get lost in this shit. Because this ain't the real life. This some physical perspective of a life that can't fade. You see how y'all physical existence fade every night. And at some point you die. It fades for good. What if that was the reality? All was supposed to be born and have as much time as they have before they starve to death and die. Titty milk is good enough, you ain't killing nothing for that. But once the baby reach an age where it need life to sustain it, meaning a soul. Y'all eating shit, y'all eating the soul of the thing, the life force. Make your life force longer. So the baby reach 1, 2 whenever they stop drinking milk. And however long they last till they die of starvation, maybe that's all that time we needed to have here. Yo, man say, I want to stay longer, so let's kill some shit and eat it. And so y'all get lost on these things. And that man loses balance. He loses good nature. And that next thing you know, he say God is a lamb chop on a cross. And he gonna eat this God, or whatever he gonna do. And kill him and die for his sins. And so do you get my point? The things in this world y'all fall into, y'all gonna get lost into them. Like I said, I'm getting tired. Not tired, but drained out. And so hopefully y'all grasp, those of y'all that gave back, thank you for the balance. The rest of y'all, start learning how to practice balance and honor. Not just here, but everywhere in your life. It's the foundations of understanding. And if you lack understanding, out there. I apologize, my head hurt too much. My voice is gone. Y'all enjoy y'all day.